Alright, Smorganites, good evening. Let me hit my button so I don't go into another one. I hit that button, damn it. I'm not trying to play another one. That song might get muted later. So, joining me tonight, DJ Anime.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tales, not Trails. Tales.
Yeah, Tales, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tales of Arise.
I still want to say Trails. I'm just so used to saying Trails.
2 years. I'm like, another episode of Legends of Heroes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the way it was with me when I finished my Cold Steel 4 run. I went into Persona, and all I wanted to do was say Trails, and I'm like, no, we're playing Persona.
That cutscene's really short, and unlike the Trails one. All right. Yeah. So last time we left off, ouch! Once I got an itch on my shoulder blade, won't go away. We finished off. We're at the inn in some place I don't know.
You're getting ready to do some kind of side quest.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
I tell you, it's something else. It's like you play a game series for like 2 years, and you're like, Trails, no, Tales.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're all rested up. We need to go do a side quest. Let me scroll this down real quick. Rest at the end. Enter the Sendenis ravine and head southwest towards the Zone Mines tunnel to find the Crimson Crows. Okay.
It's nice that you have your own personal inn you can go sleep in for free.
Oh yeah. Screw the economy.
Well, you don't have any money right now anyway. You're flat broke.
We're into the green. Which one is that? That's a map. Battle preparation, supply recure, supply is what we need. So it's the green star.
You want to go toward south. You want to go to the ravine. Eventually, you'll be able to fast travel to a lot of these places. So.
Yay. Fast travel. Let's go round 2 with the big beast dude.
Oh, yeah, okay. I should message Valkos and say, Vince tried to fight the giant thing and failed to rise. I'll never forget Valkos. Well, see, the funny thing, when Valkos went to fight it, he was level 11. He was a higher level than you. He went in there thinking he was going to fight it. He was like, it did 11,000 damage on him.
He hit me for 13.
Yeah, he hits like a truck. And another thing another thing about this game is all the little shiny things. If you leave the area and you come back later, they come back.
Yeah, so far the only thing that came back was a fish.
Oh, you'll be able to fish later in the game, but you got to get a certain character to actually go fishing.
Resource.
What?
So picked up the water resource.
They're all dead? How did this happen?
You gotta unlock the fishing in this game.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
You dead, fool?
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
Pretty much the way it is in this game.
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Yeah, go check the
Is
bushes.
This a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
Steal a cooking pot?
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will and see it through to the end.
Then we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
That's the way to do it. Go down and fighting.
Out.
Yeah, there's a cutscene. Wow, there's skits coming up if I rest.
I can finally take...
I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
God, it's very
They're not
impatient.
just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana. Or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
Alright. Let's see, so that was a skit. You can now backtrack to the place and speak with Darren to complete the side quest. Okay, let's go do that.
I think
Yep,
it's time
after
we
you-
go to sleep.
Yep, go to sleep. Take a nap.
Sleepy time.
Shion is very,
Morgana.
at the beginning of this, she's
Come on,
very,
guys. We've got lots to do.
Standoffish.
she pretty much just pretty much says what's on her mind, so to speak.
She's an asshole.
She is at first.
The question is she a lying asshole?
No. She's not, no, her,
She's not Milliam.
No, she is not a Milliam, as you call her a lying asshole.
There was one. She died. And then she died. She's an asshole. I miss you, Milliam.
Yeah, right. Oh God, you were. Oh man.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Yeah, it's not.
Can I zoom past those? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you can.
I was curious if I could zoom past and collect damage. Not past it.
Yeah, now you gotta try. Yeah, if you do, the quest is what is how you get your money.
Oh, I'm expecting voice dialogue, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Ugh.
Sorry, I arrived just a little sooner. We could have. Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. When's Daddy coming home? Oh, you poor little child. Oh no. That's the guy's kid? Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? Oh, she's a smart one.
Yeah.
I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone is gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So you're gonna make me cry!
Oh, this game will definitely make you cry.
Don't make the child cry, it makes me cry. This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. It's his war, ma'am. Let's report back to Nath. And then get ready to fight. Nath. 5th Spark Trophy earned. What's this?
Oh, it's
Emblem of
this
Pain.
is
Oh,
this
we
is
got the
fun.
emblem quartz.
Yeah, right.
Recover
Wrong.
CP on the field.
Wrong court.
Skill, counter edge after a perfect evade or perfect guard. Press R1 to trigger the immediate counter.
You know, you remember in Final Fantasy X when you had the spear grid and you had to, do stuff on that? Well, they have this in this game.
Lovely.
So It's like a spear thing where you have like different
Kind of
tiles.
reminds
It'll
me
explain it
more
right
of
here.
13. Where you have to boost their characters individually. Almost like a 13.
Yeah, you can add. This is how you get new art. This is how you get new arts and how you get your character. Each character has certain your SP points is what you use for your grid. Is for your tiles.
It says as you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they can learn, making fights easier. You can view the title unlocked requirements from the skill panel. You can spend the skill points, SP, to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, which making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed, whatever, directly by pressing the right button. If there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have the SP yet, highlight it on the skill panel with square. Doing so will turn on an alert. Oh, well, that's cool. Notify you once you have enough SP to unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 250.
The thing, and also if you click on the thing in the middle, it'll tell you once you get all those filled in, it'll tell you what kind of bonus you get. You get a bonus for each one of those you like. Each one you you complete.
Rebellious spark. Every flame of revolution begins with a spark, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of the oppressed. As the fire becomes ablaze, completion bonus 10 defense.
You get plus 10 on your defense, and the one above it is like something else. I forgot what the other one above it is.
Oh, okay, so there's more of these too.
Yeah, you just have to get enough points to do it.
Increase AG. After a perfect evade or perfect guard. R1. That's not bad, I guess.
You get different. Each character. I didn't get all the titles. Unfortunately, I think I missed a couple. But
dodge in mid-air. That's nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with those.
Because we're gonna have to get them all eventually, anyways.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, it's. I usually let my skill points get built. I like to build it up and then use it because it's you can get. At one point, I had like 3,000 skill points to use.
Press L2 to view main story things. Yeah, I like the ability to dodge in the air.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. Although the man in the southwest town could have spoken to begin the sub-quest. Okay. The Mantis Zogel in question is level 43 and can't be defeated until much later in the game. Now that you've helped the Crimson Crows a bit, I guess we could probably pick up that side quest.
Yeah, there's a. Just look for the envelope on the map.
Okay.
That's that. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's that freaking Mantis thing. You can't
use our help.
I had to wait
chase
for a while
after
to kill
every
it.
little
Yeah,
thing.
it's level 43.
I'm skeptical.
So what if you killed it before you picked up this quest? You must have gone through this Sandenius ravine to get here, right? Is that Zegel still out there? Big guy, looks like an insect with wings, has scythes for arms. I think you fight him in the demo.
Right.
You fight that one.
something else in
It's
the
random.
demo.
You fight that one, another one, and then if you kill them all within 5 minutes, you can, or like I think, yeah, 5 minutes, you can summon a dragon, and you can fight the dragon boss. We saw it. Looked big, pretty tough. That's the one. It's hard to feel safe knowing it's still out there. I really like to see it get its comeuppance once these days. Especially since the people that deliver that comeuppance are going to enjoy a pretty mighty payout when it counts to all the materials there are. Oh yeah. Yep. Zugel materials are embedded with astral energy, so the stronger they are, the more energy their materials contain. We should use them to make new weapons and stand up to the Rena a little better, even with our astral arts handicap. With that odd stray, I can usually gather a few people and get the materials myself. Well, that's something that's big. Probably beyond my capabilities. Yeah, sorry, got me once. If only there was a way to beat it. We'll take it on. We're not strong enough. We'll take it on. We'll just hold on to that quest for a while.
All right.
Yeah, you go ahead and accept it. You can do it later.
Nope, I don't see no harm in us checking it out. Did you hear what you're saying? We've got enough to worry about, as it is, without inviting even more danger. You Renan's power, right? I know you're strong, but I think even this Zoogle might be up beyond you. It's not like I need you guys to take it down for us right away, but how should I put it? What's up, Cyber? If anyone has a shot at it, I think it'll be you guys eventually. Once you feel like you're up to the challenge, that is. When you're here, when you are, you'd be willing to give it a shot. You can bring other people along with you to help out.
Got it.
Us. Sure, that sounds fair. We'll get it taken care of for you sooner or later. Side quest.
The good thing about some of these quests that you get in this game, if you don't want to do them right at the moment, you can always go back and do them later.
That's cool. Because I can't
So.
miss it because I can come back home. Now that you helped out the crows a bit.
Yeah, and you can pretty much fast travel. Once you get a fast point unlocked, you can fast travel back and forth to all those places, to do all the quests as well.
Let's see. Stupid map in the hideout. Learn about the old running castle and the ruins, and then more escape.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask
How
me?
you doing tonight, Cyber?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagin ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Okay.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes, now let's move.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shion, where does your gun come from?
Good question.
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh,
Ready to break the
that's
fourth wall.
transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
Cool is cool.
So, technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
Okay. Alright, that's
Oh,
it
yeah.
before heading to the northwest exit to reach the wastelands. Oh, wait. It says watch it before we head there. So now that we're heading there, we go to the wastelands. Alright. R1, fucking map. So probably there.
No, you want to go up, like north, up the steps there. I think you gotta go that way, if memory serves me correctly.
Okay. Just playing some gacha games and learning guitar. Awesome. I got a bass guitar. I just never went back to relearning. Operation Paperclip is an example of that's where the U.S. looks into German Nazi scientists for their tech. Yeah. Yeah. The Automod get you? Did you
Yeah, the Automod got him.
Because you probably said because Nazi. Because Nazi's such
Yeah,
a bad
probably.
word.
Oh, actually, it got
It was
German
exactly.
and Nazi. It got
It was
German
German
and
Nazi.
Nazi.
And how dare you link the two? Nine.
Twitch, I swear, huh?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. You can't say mean things. No Confederate flags or Germans. 999. Yeah.
This is where I think this is where the this is where you played some of the demo. In this area right here.
It does look familiar.
I can't remember though. It's been a while since I played the demo of this game.
No, this is... No, I think you're right. I think.
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Here, right?
There, the castle's that way, yeah.
Yeah. This is the demo area. Because up here is where you would fight. After doing a few things, you would fight the little 3 bosses up here. Okay.
Yeah. Just explore the whole area and look for all the shiny thingies.
There's Zugals here too?
Why are you surprised?
You should always assume the Zugals anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons I need you all. We're a team after all, and it means you need to pull your weight. So when I call you for you, I expect you to clear out any enemies around me. Yes, ma'am. I feel like you're cute. What? Why do I have to do all that? In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down any enemies around you too. Sound fair?
Right.
Yeah, right. Alright. If you don't get in the habit of speaking up during fights, that'll impact morale and our ability to do combos together. So make sure you do it often.
Just a minute.
Looks like the enemy spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Alright, boost attacks. You can summon allies in combat to use their unique boost attacks. Once the boost gauge BP is full, press the corresponding button direction to execute. These moves can now be followed up with more attacks afterwards, and also restore AG when used. Yeah, sneeze. Building up boost gauge. Boost them! Although the boost gauge builds up automatically over time, it can be filled up faster by laying in attacks and counter edges on enemies as well. I gotta remember how to play. Iron Blade. Initiate a brute force swing attack that can down almost any enemy. Using it to get your allies out of deep trouble and create openings for additional attacks. Tutorial stuff.
No, this is like a tutorial. You have to do like a boost attack.
The average Zoogle shouldn't be a problem, right?
Now give it a shot.
Nice job.
Rising Wyvern!
I think you're supposed to hit the up arrow button.
After executing an arc, activate automatic boost.
Swallow Blade! You picked the wrong fight!
There you go.
This one's all mine! Swallow Blade! Eat dirt!
There you go.
You're mine! It's over!
Okay. Xian's boost attack. Fires numerous beams of light from the muzzle of the Xian's rifle. Effective on arrow enemies. It temporarily restricts the fighting ability and downs them.
Flyers!
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down. If it's in this...
Do your arrow. Do your arrow. Hit your arrow pad to the left. There you go.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, you see in the left corner where it's got Xian's picture and the Iron Mask picture. Okay.
It does that recharge gauge.
That's how you switch. That's how you switch your party members. When you get more in, you hit the little arrow pad button to whatever party member you want to use.
Okay.
And it's like they fly in and out. It's kind of cool.
See, in the other one, in the demo, you could actually use them.
Oh, you can use them too.
Actually, in the demo, you picked them, and they were your main character.
Oh, you can do that too. There's a way to do that.
It's been a while since I played the demo. Teaming up with other party members, boost attacks allows you to keep attacking enemies longer. Different members work better against different enemy types, so don't be afraid to mix and match to be carried up ahead of battle.
It's on! You're mine!
Where are you going?
It's like Xian is good for like the flying enemies because she's got the rifle, and then he's good for like the ground attack for the ground enemies.
This one's all mine! My turn!
There!
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern!
I never
So
miss!
it's whatever I'm attacking.
There!
Yeah.
One
You're
more!
mine! Eat dirt!
Eat dirt.
Here I come!
Stab the waspy. Stab the waspy. Stab the waspy. Shaboom! Aha. Okay. Spamming buttons. Has there been any game requests lined up? Yo, Valkos!
Yo, Valkos, what is up, my friend?
Oh, I didn't do the yo thing. How's Legends of Legaia going for you, buddy?
Oh man.
How's it going, Valkos?
None really, because no one's got really the points to redeem it yet.
Not yet.
Apparently I put like too much points on there, considering they've been collecting for a long time and still haven't gotten anything. DJ's closest, and I know she's gonna make me play Persona 5 Golden. So.
No, Persona 5. No, Persona 5 Royal.
Royal. Sorry. Going well. Good to see you playing this. Oh, it's great. Clavitz bought it for me, so I was like, yes, it's gonna be my next game.
Hey, Valkos. Vitz tried to fight the big level 43 monster.
It's the rite of passage. I got it down by 30 HP. I did 30 damage to it, and it got me. But I got a few perfect dodges. 13 Ks.
You were doing like 1 damage to it every time you hit it.
30 times. It's okay. I could have taken it. Yeah, it's a lot. I was dodging. Hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge.
Yeah, Valkos, you did more damage than Valkos did.
It's like hit and dodge. That's what I get for playing The Last of Us. It's hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. Yeah, it's a long thing. I'm thinking about reducing it at some point.
I'm at 167,000
I made
points
it
right
a
now.
lot because I wanted to make sure I finished off the Trails series without being burdened with 1,000 freaking game requests. So I might switch it down, maybe to 120,000 at some point.
Well, if that's the case, I got plenty of points now.
I said might. Maybe after you use yours.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to use it anytime soon. I want you to play. Actually, I want you to play this game. So I want you to get through this game.
Yeah, so I got this game. By the time I'm done with this, Reverie will probably be out. I might wait a little bit before playing it. That way everyone gets a chance to play it. And I'll wait for a guide. So how are you doing tonight, Valkos? Clavitz was super generous with this one. Definitely worth it. Oh yeah, it was on sale. Like 24 bucks. He's like, hey, you got
Clavitz, it was $24.
Yeah, so I was like, yes! I'll definitely play it. I was like, I can't afford it right now, man. I'm hurting. He goes, okay. Gifted to me. I'm like, yay! And I was looking to get in the upgrade.
Valkos, how's the weather? How's the weather up in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, I'll probably do 120 or 150. 200's a lot. And it takes a long time to build up those points. Let alone, I lost all my data with my mix-it-up points anyway, so I had to start everyone off at 0 again. Looks like you got the hang of it. But don't let it go to your head. These were easy ones. I know. So, if I gift you a game to play, would you play it? Yes.
It's not raining here, Valkos. Not yet.
Yes, I would play it. Raining buckets, DJ, all day. It's raining, but it's been raining here all day as well, Valkos. Like, all day. Yesterday was so nice. It was like in the 70s. I took Dallas for a walk. I didn't work in the garden as I wanted to, but the day before, Tuesday, I got home. I did some garden work, dug it all up. I want to put some fencing around it so when we put the garden, but I also want to expand it. So, I don't know what I did with it, but, oh yeah. So, speaking of, I ordered this thing from Facebook at those advertisements, and the thing I wanted was a garden thing. So it stood out. It was a really nice one. It was buy two, get one half off. And it was stupid cheap. So I'm like, okay. They're like, get your money back. That whole spiel. I was like, this is obviously a scam. So I'm gonna try it out because it was only $50 for 2 of them. And it got shipped today. But what they shipped me was not that. They shipped me earmuffs. Thanks, China. But I needed some earmuffs. I wish they gave me some green ones. See? I already knew it was gonna be fishy. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe on the off chance it is something. And I was like, I'll just contact. If it's fake, I'll just contact my credit card company and get my $50 back. If that's the case, I got a free frickin' things.
Goodness gracious.
Nah, it's on my credit card. I was testing. I was willing to spend the $50 to test to see if I could get this. Because I've ordered stuff from those advertisements before, and it was sketchy, and I got the item. But this was one of those too good to be true things, so I was like, I'm gonna try it. I needed earmuffs anyways.
I ordered a phone case.
For $20 earmuffs, I spent $3.
Let's see, I ordered stuff off Redbubble today. I need to stay off that website.
Yeah, it's a. I haven't ever ordered anything, but you see so much products that you want. Anyways, back to the game.
The thing with Redbubble is there's too many trail. There's so much trail stuff on there. It's like, oh.
Yep, it's just like Wish.
Yeah, Wish.com.
It's
yeah.
addictive, yes. All right. Well, I got ads coming up, so we'll continue after the ads. So I'm gonna push that button. Ads will play. We'll continue after.
I got that desk. The desk mat, and I got a phone case.
I know what AliExpress. I don't even know what AliExpress is. But yeah.
God, AliExpress is another one of those places that are dangerous.
See, I would like that display you got, the Cold Steel one, but I don't want to ruin it, so I wouldn't use it.
I am gonna go. I think I'm gonna buy one of those that wood carving Cold Steel thing and like display it somewhere in the stream room upstairs.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's like lasered and everything.
See, Kira used to do those laser engravings.
Yeah,
she was able to still do those, but she can't do to arthritis and such now. But she was able to do those. I could literally request one of those, and she'd do them for about $30, $40, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Well, it's kind of funny because the person who does the guy that got the shop on Etsy, the guy that does it, he goes to conventions and sells this stuff at conventions and stuff, and I'm kind of like going, dude.
Yeah, he can have base, then he has his business card so people can order them. It's smart. It's how you get it out there.
Yeah, I got one of those for I got one for Feb for Christmas this past year, and he showed it off on his stream when he got it, and he's like, I asked him, I said, does it look good? He said, he's like, the guy pretty much made it and then shipped it, so it's made to order and then they ship it off. Because Feb said it's actually still had the smell of it, just
everyone.
like been done.
All right, let's get back into this. All right. It says.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Are you open to playing strategy JRPGs like Dissidia? I played Tactics. Oh yeah, I like them. I've actually played the War of the Lions. Yeah. It's like cult stuff. It's literally War of the Lions for Final Fantasy Tactics. It's the last one I played.
see shinies.
All right.
You can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view?
Yeah, find an owl while you're up there. Pretty sure there's one up there somewhere.
Let's see. So we got some potatoes.
What's this thing?
It's a potato.
It's a potato.
It's a fucking potato. What's this thing? Let's see. From here I have steps, the ruins in the distance. Open my chest pocket.
Money!
These are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Man,
Your
the
guess is
graphics
as
in
good
this
as
game
mine.
are so
I didn't
good.
even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me
So
is
you
whether I
liking
can
this game,
find anything
Valkos?
to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
Well, she's a girl, so.
Valko's got a little emotional on his last thing I saw.
Yeah, I think the only ones I won't play for those are like MMOs because they take too long. You can't finish them.
Yeah.
What was the other thing I do? I don't really do horror games, but of course, if it came to that, I would play. Like I played The Last of Us. I don't really consider that. It's kind of a horror game, but it's not. But if you don't mind raging, I don't mind shooters. All right, what we got here? Continue north through the ruined building near some armadillos to find out the shell. Come on, doggos!
I got your mind! It's on!
This one's mine.
Boom!
Swallow blade! Rising wyvern!
And again.
Boom!
Magna
Take
Ray.
this!
Take it. You're
Come and
mine.
face me! No escape! It's over!
Take it. You're mine.
Slash! Swallow blade! You're mine! Eat dirt!
Billy killing blow.
Eat dirt.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Yeah, check everywhere because there's always. I think there's a hot something in that off to your right. There's something off to your right as well.
Follow the path northeast, lavender, the backtrack head to the west. And spot it standing near Boulder. Okay, so I kind of think we should go back up those things. Don't matter.
Yeah, the thing is, you might miss something. There's so much stuff in this game that
So
you can
big.
get.
How beautiful this is. It's just running so nice.
I don't know.
Fluid
It's just
60
pretty,
FPS.
It's a pretty game.
I don't mind FPS games. I'm not good at them, but I don't mind an FPS game. I've recently finished off, I don't know what you call that, an FPS game, but, you know, Last of Us, and then played a few other games like that, like Uncharted. I have the Uncharted games. See, the game I plan to eventually get back into is, I was doing a Dragon Quest marathon, actually. I thought it was something else. Can I drop down there? You sure the fuck can! Oh!
Yeah, you can drop down there.
I won't forgive you.
No escape! Come one, come all!
Come one, come all. Love the dialogue.
Mirage!
You're mine. Insects should stay on the ground.
It's over!
Here I go.
Try harder!
Oh, feel the dodge! Look at that counter, bitch!
Let a marksman
You're
handle it.
finished! Right? All yours!
You're mine.
Mirage! Slash! Here I come!
One more.
Swallow blade! Here I come! It's over! Take this! You're finished! Mirage!
Sighted. If
You're
it's in
mine!
the sky, it's mine.
It's over! Slash! Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started.
Slash! Rising wyvern!
Rising Wyvern! Depending.
Our work is done
I
here.
don't really care
Let's
for
move.
fighting.
I'm right
Sweat.
behind you, Shion.
I will rage fast if I have to play Street Fighter. Yeah, it's kind of familiar to the other Tales games, although it's been like 2 years. But it does remind me a lot of the combat for Berseria and such like that. Just a lot smoother. Let's see.
Yeah, just check all those abandoned buildings, all those rundown buildings. I think there's items in those.
We got that. Man, I need a quartz.
Sorry, Vince. There's no such thing as that in this game.
How you liking this game, Valkos? Alright, so when things you do get them, it looks like they stay on the map.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so there's the house.
Yeah,
No
check
rock
inside the
dude.
houses and
Yeah.
check inside all the abandoned
I won't
buildings.
forgive you.
Here I come!
Magna Ray.
Oh, it got me.
Take
Here,
this!
let me help.
Rising wyvern!
First aid.
Now I can let loose! Mirage!
Magna Ray.
Valkos has one of my favorite characters in his party now.
There. One more.
Mirage!
Magna Ray.
They can't lay a finger on you.
In this
Prefer it
game.
that way. What about you?
Just watch and see. Here I come! This
I
one's
never
all mine! Slash! Take this! I'm not done!
There.
Take this!
One more.
Mirage! Swallow blade!
Trying to get down combos is kind of rough too. Alexa.
Yeah.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Alexa, Streamlight's on. So weird. Hold on. All my lights are messing up here. Love this game so far. I'm quite engaged. Oh, I thought you said you were enraged. I'm like, oh, you quit enraged?
No.
Yeah. Canyon Wall to the northeast. to a bag with another apple gel and some wolves northeast. Oh,
In
wow.
there.
Gotta
Well,
break through. Take this.
And again.
Eat dirt.
I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern. Mirage. That
I'm only
buzzing
getting
is driving me mad. Mirage.
Have this. Magna
Take this. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. I'm not done.
It's over.
We did it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Rising Wyvern.
yes, yeah.
Mirage.
Here I go. It's over.
I'm used to this. It's kind of rough. I mean, I haven't raged a couple times.
I can feel my
but
precision
my
improving.
anger was warranted. Fair enough.
Yeah, there are times where, yeah.
Mushrooms. East, it says. I'll look at that.
You might have to go back. There was a rundown building at the very top that you missed that might have had something in it. I don't know.
Oh, there.
The one up there. Yeah, check that one. I guess you can't get in there. Oh, I don't know if you can get up. I guess you can't get in that one yet. You can't get in there. There's no way to get in that one.
Yo, Clavets! Demon Fist.
I see
Demon
shinies.
Fist. Demon Fist, how we do. Alright, so it's to the northeast. Guess we'll just explore every little nook and cranny anyway, so that's cool. Alright. Hello, doggos.
Out of our way.
Maybe?
Swallow blade. I owe you. Damn it. Try harder. My turn. Swallow blade.
Try
I'm
harder.
only getting started. If it's in the sky,
Mirage.
it's mine. Where are you going? This is it.
You're mine.
Got you. Magna ray.
Swallow blade.
There.
Here I come.
Have this.
It's
Magna ray.
on. Mirage. You're finished.
It's
Take
over.
this. It's over. Eat dirt. Slash.
Take it. Go.
No
It's
escape.
over.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Evening, Elf. And she's in the background. That's what I do. Oh, she's not watching. Just catch the program. She's enjoying her green star. Just this green star. Oh, green
Apple
star,
gel.
apple gel. Oh.
Up there, up by the tree, there's a shiny. Yeah, get all the food out as you can, because then you can cook with them later.
Check over here. Big dude.
Gotta break through.
Hello, Michigo. How are
I'm
you?
only getting
You're
started.
finished.
Hi, baby.
Mirage.
You guys in here?
I'm not done.
You in here? No?
Oh, you got me.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Here I come. Swallow
Magna
blade.
ray.
Come up.
Too much.
Oh God, you hit me.
Here's a healing art.
You're mine.
First aid.
Rising Wyvern. Mirage.
Ah, damn, didn't dodge that one. Okay.
Here I
You
come.
lay down?
No escape.
First
You're
aid.
finished.
Primed and ready.
You're a silly kitty.
Swallow blade. Take this. You're finished.
Michigo's watching your stream now.
Swallow blade. Here I come. Rising Wyvern.
Good kitty.
Can't get too cocky with it, though.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
After those things are done, I might drive down the hill and get Jack in the box for dinner. I haven't had Jack in the box in a long time. Then after, I need to cut some ribs and pre-season them for tomorrow. Ribs.
Jack in the box where I live.
Goodness gracious. So much to explore. That stuff afterwards. Yeah, let's go.
No choice. You're mine.
And again.
No.
You're mine.
Rising Wyvern.
Magna ray.
Mirage. blade! Slack! You're mine!
I'm only getting started.
Mirage!
Ichigo's getting his attention tonight. He's like, I want attention now.
Right. No time to hold back.
Where are you going?
It's on! Mirage!
There! Help this! Mega
Take
Ray!
this! Swallow blade! Eat dirt!
Take it! You're mine!
You're mine! It's over! Swallow blade!
Swallow blade! Swallow blade!
Onward and upward.
What are you up to off-stream game-wise or life? Didn't want to pry. It sounds amazing you speaking my language. I've been wanting to up my seafood game recently. Proficiency art something. I missed it. If I get right, apple gel should be there for recovery.
It's actually finally raining outside.
An opponent like this should be easy. I'm not done!
You hear the rain?
You're mine!
Did you hear the rain?
Swallow blade!
Here I go!
It's raining outside, Ichigo.
Swallow blade! Rising
There!
Wyvern!
Go! You're mine!
You're mine!
Sighted! It's over!
Great! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I like to press swallow blade a lot. Have you messed
Nicely
around with
done.
Shion? Not yet. I don't think I've learned to switch characters. Now, when I played the demo, I messed around with all of them. You, I don't want to talk to you.
You can't go there anyway. Oh, what is it? Did you go to hear something outside? That's rain.
For the challenge of VP, and it's solo run. Yeah, I don't think I've learned to switch characters yet.
No, not yet. It's okay, Ichigo, it's just rain. My cat is spooked of rain. He doesn't like it when it rains really hard. All the loud noise.
Right, here goes! Take this!
One more!
Swallow blade!
Now it is raining. It's raining pretty hard.
You're finished!
Sighted! Mega
You're
Ray!
mine! It's over!
I love watching Balcos try to find the owls in this game because he's like, where's the owl? I don't see it. Can you guys help me find the owl? And I'm like,
He's
yeah,
like,
he's
"Ooh."
screaming.
Mirage!
Here I go! Only getting started!
Mirage! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less
I sent him a
talking, more
location guide. I
pummeling.
sent him a little guide to help him find the owls in case he gets stuck.
You're mine!
Mega Ray. I'm doing extremely well on normal.
Well then,
at the moment,
let's keep
though.
moving.
Testing the routes. Do you guys see that bringing Legends of Dragoon to the PlayStation Classics?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that PlayStation Plus Classic. I don't have that tier.
Yeah, me either. I probably won't. Orange gel. Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell you
for the-
one
it's
thing.
not- well, you can buy it for the place, I guess, but
Finding the owls. There's one. You just missed it. It's above your head. Ooh.
spotted cat.
Woohoo!
Got
Woohoo!
that. Got the lavender. Backtrack. Got that.
I'm surprised there are owls here too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Continue north, Fallen Ruins. Trigger a skit. Bite. A bitey.
The hardest, yeah,
Oh, I
one of the
would love to
hardest
see a
things in this
remaster
game
of
are
it.
trying to find all the owls.
Geronimo!
Oh my god, Vince.
Ain't gonna kill me. I'm gonna jump. stuff over here. Got some more potatoes. Potatoes! Can't feel pain, screw fall damage, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. You can't feel pain right now, so that's true.
Does it hurt me?
I'm not gonna. I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna tell you. You just have to wait and find out.
Big dude. Alright,
The man has poor knees. I know, right?
yeah.
Vince is getting all the items, y'all.
I'm just exploring.
That's what I do in this. That's what I did when I played this game. I just explored everywhere.
The rest camp, follow the tutorial to make some porridge. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're going that way. I need to go. Did I go up there? I don't think I did. Nope, there's enemies! That game, Elf wants to play with me. We'll try this next time I'm up there because of the PS5 release. What game? Oh, unlike Geralt when he suffers while The Witcher 3. I think I have that one.
Right, here goes! Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Mega Ray!
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
There! Got
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
Mega Ray!
Here I go!
Here I come!
It's over!
You're finished!
Let the marksman handle this! Where are you going?
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Take this! With this!
Here's a healing art!
Here I come!
First aid!
You're finished!
Take it! You're mine!
Crunch! Here I come!
Midair dodge.
House it! Mega
Swallow
Ray!
Blade! Slash!
Take it! You're mine!
Mirage! Take this!
I'm getting used to it. I gotta remember to
It does.
dodge.
Well then,
She wants
let's
to
keep
play
You're
with
getting
so
pretty.
badly,
You're
but-
doing
Stop
pretty
the
good.
switch.
I mean,
Alright, so. It takes some getting used to, but open combat
oh yeah,
isn't too bad.
totally.
Back here. Just jump right over it. I found
What's
some
this thing?
lavender. She wants. What difficulty? Like me? I think I own one. Got like 2 of them. I might own the 3rd one, but I never bought any of them.
Let's
Level
dispose
9
of the
golem.
trash.
Take this! Slash!
Mega Ray!
Hey! Oh, look at that dodge!
Take this!
Hit him in the front in that
Back,
in that
that's
spot, that orange area. That's his weak spot.
Here I come! I'm not done! Slash! You're
If you
finished!
can.
I never miss!
Oh, that's not fair.
Here's a healing art!
He's playing on normal difficulty,
Oh, God, yeah.
Klavitz.
Here I go! It's over! Mega Ray!
Eat dirt! Take this! It's over!
Yeah, just normal. Yeah.
seems
That's
about
what I've
right
played
to
this
me.
game on. Trust me, normal's enough.
No, wait. Remember all my buttons here. Alright, so we got to go north now. We should see a skit coming up. And then
Yeah,
we'll hit a
it'll
campfire.
prompt you for a skit.
This is before the campfire though.
Ah,
It says backtrack
Just keep
and
walking.
continue north towards the familiar ruins to trigger a skit to bite the heat. And then rest at the campfire.
Hey,
Okay, so it's automatic.
yep.
Guess
Now,
I'm
Gosh, you
gonna-
playing this on
Taking
hard
ruins
mode?
below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now if that's the.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
guess
going
it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get
See-
lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Can I switch it mid-fight like Zisteria
Yeah,
and
well,
Listeria?
Some of
Like
us
mid-game?
Renans know what it's like to
could
go
then.
without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
Yeah, eventually you'll
This
you'll
isn't
be able
about
to do
me.
that here soon
Now,
enough.
are you going to eat or not?
8 o'clock yesterday.
I would.
It was so
if
time
we had
consuming.
anything to eat, but we don't.
Good timing.
Actually,
Good
I
goddamn
have a
timing.
little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? Not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all
I'll
this,
check.
so might as well try.
Might as well try. Don't auto walk
Now
me
you gotta
over there.
cook.
I wanted to save
You
it.
gotta learn how to cook.
I wanted to save it. I'm a terrible cook. And then rest at the
What are you
campfire.
staring at
Follow
me
the
for?
tutorial to
Your
make some
clothes are all
porridge.
about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right.
Take your time.
I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in somewhere.
All right, I'll think about it.
So Reminisce allows you to check out old ones, I guess.
If you click on Reminisce, it'll tell you what it'll keep track of all the skits you've watched, and if you missed any, it'll show up on there as well.
Okay. At the camps in the end.
But you need to
can cook
watch.
meals.
If you miss any, go ahead and watch them because eventually they'll go away.
Oh, okay, so you can watch ones from the area you missed.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I missed a few of the skits because I didn't get them all because there's
Okay.
so many of them. So
Dishes can be made, finding recipes, while ingredients can be found and collecting points. Yep. Favorite meals depending on whose party cooks a meal. The extent of the effects of the duration will vary. It's how Vesteria and such was. As such, wise to rotate whose cooking duty based on your current goals and the party's overall status.
well, you can only cook one thing right now. So
Right.
have a good one, Valkos.
You have a good night, Valkos. Thanks for the luck, man. Did I do it?
Just click on it.
This should
There you go.
definitely keep you guys full.
19 minutes defense up. Consume double ingredients for consume double ingredients for 90% to cook, plus 90%.
You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense? Or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant. But everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
Alright, at the entrance to the ruins, Xian opens the seemingly unobtainable. Emblem attained! Speedy chef. Okay.
Yeah, that one you have to like cook certain. I think you got to cook 8 different recipes with her to get to do something. I don't know. I forgot what that one was in the middle.
Evade a perfect card. Oh wait. So for every 315. I guess that's just from fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, this is hers. And 160. Oh, okay. Counter edge increases near-death attack, elemental, and anything for toxicity. Fires poisonous water bubbles that can inflict poison status on enemies. I like that. KO prevention 800. That'd be a nice one. No, I want poison.
There you go.
Well, off we go.
Now, if you want to save it, you can save it and then enter the cat however you want to do it.
I can't remember how my buttons work. It's not that. What's my save? What's my menu?
Menu button.
Oh, pad.
There you go.
Looks like we got ads coming up, so go ahead and run those.
Always good to save when you get after you cooked, after you
Saved.
camp.
Settings. Yeah, you can change the difficulty. Moderate. Hard. Oh, moderate. Recommend for players who find normal mode too easy, making for tougher fights that offer increased combat points to boost. Oh, okay. So the higher difficulty, the more points you get. Recommended for players seeking an even greater challenge. Enemies hit harder and there are even more combat points up for grabs.
I'm stuck with normal because normal has enough challenge.
Let's try moderate for a little bit. Because if we can get more combat points, that'd be good. If it's too difficult, I just lower it.
There you go.
Okay. So I can't change anyone, so we got that. We're going north. So once this cutscene thing opens up.
This must be it. Looks pretty ancient, but I recognize Renan architecture when I see it.
It's seen some beatings. If it stayed sealed all this time, it's not because people left it alone.
It's not just their technology.
Come back
The
downstairs,
Renans
Cat.
build their
It's
structures
rain.
out of special materials, too. Strong enough to withstand assaults from Danon tools and weaponry, anyway.
Oh, I went
So
into the,
how the hell are
I'm
we?
sorry, guys. I went into a frickin' cutscene with ads. My bad.
Easy.
Sorry about that, guys. For those just watching ads. I completely forgot when I did that. I'll be more mindful later. Alright, so. Mutual.
Phew. That may not have been a fancy feast we just had, but I don't remember the last time I felt this full.
Do the Renans often not give you all enough to eat?
It's never enough. The Renans decide exactly how much we'll have and when we'll have it, and that's that. We do our best to get around it. Everyone has to grow their own food and such behind the Renans' backs in order to get by. Thinking about it now, I wonder if they've always kept it meager so we would never have the energy to try to resist what they've done to us.
Probably.
Yeah. An empty stomach takes its toll on the body and the spirit after a while.
How does a Renan like you know what it's like?
I may be Renan, but they don't like me either. I could be squeaky clean and they still wouldn't give me anything.
Did your stomach just...
I didn't hear anything.
But you just ate. How are you already...
I said I didn't hear anything.
I still have some I haven't eaten yet. Do you want it?
Sure.
Sure. So reluctant.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. These skits are great.
I hate that I can see what's on the other side. I can't just walk in.
It's a defensive barrier. That's how it works. If we want to get through, we have to find the mechanism to lift it. Looks like this place used to be a supply base of some sort. It probably even dates back to the Great Conquest of 3 centuries ago.
For an abandoned place, sure is crawling with critters. Kinda makes you wonder how they all got in.
Through cracks in the walls, I guess. Maybe it's a good environment for these species to propagate in. Best not to let your guard down either way.
Agreed. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to hang around here any longer than necessary.
Shortcuts. So we need to go to the right.
Yeah, just explore. This whole area is pretty cool to explore.
Here I go. You're mine.
You're mine! Rising Viper!
I'm only getting started.
come!
Here's a healing arc.
Swallow blade!
First aid.
Here I come!
And again.
Swallow blade!
Mega ray.
Slash! Mirage!
Take it.
Swallow
It's
blade!
over. Mega ray. Take it. Go. I'm only getting started.
It's over! Swallow blade! Slash!
It's over. I'm ready.
We managed to pull through. An opponent like this should be easy. No escape! Try harder! My turn! Slash! Here I come! Swallow blade! You're finished!
I never miss.
You're mine! Swallow blade! Slash!
Set her up for
Swallow blade! Take this! Slash! Struck!
I'm only getting
It's
started.
on!
poison attack.
We managed to pull through.
Parts. Okay, sure, I got it.
Is this a chest of some sort?
A Renin kind, yeah. We should definitely hold on to what's inside.
You can't go that way.
Yeah, I figured I'd try. Alright.
Yeah, there's always these little like those little treasure chest things usually have really good stuff in them. So
Mushrooms. Here.
yeah, something above you probably.
Right, here goes! Slash! Come and face me! You're mine!
Ray.
You're finished! Mirage! Eat this!
Pounce it.
Slash! Swallow blade! Take this!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Got blocked?
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Slash! Swallow blade!
I'll just banter between these two.
Here, let me help.
Here I come!
First aid.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Slash!
As long as I don't take too care of it,
I still got a ways to go.
oh!
I think you could jump across that.
Yeah, that was my intent. But
Trust me, I did the same thing. I was like, oops. There you go.
Right, here goes! Slash! Take this!
It's over.
No escape!
Here's a healing arc.
Take this!
First aid.
Swallow blade!
Here I go.
You're mine! Slash!
If it's in
No
the
escape!
sky, it's mine. Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Take this!
Here I go. I'm only
Swallow
getting
blade.
started. There.
Mirage.
And again. Mega ray.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's on!
There.
Boom.
I need to be stronger.
so I can't get in there yet when it's locked. So I gotta find it.
There's a switch in one of these rooms. Oh, trick box. in it. I you.
We've been walking around for a while now. Can we give up already?
What, you're tired?
Tired of something, all right.
I'm not giving up until we search every inch of this place.
She's really determined to find those clothes.
Instead of writing, check the room beyond to find the aha.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come!
I don't think there is much of a way to get preemptive strikes in this game.
Swallow blade! Here I come! Slash!
This one's mine!
Slash!
There! Go! Mega
Swallow
Ray!
blade! Rising wyvern! Mirage!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Those things are very hard to get. Those things are very good, are a lot hard to find because they're very rare in here. Orange gels are like give you more heals your CP when you need it.
I'm not done!
It's like any typical Tails game. Orange gels, apple gels.
Here I come! Swallow blade! Eat dirt! Come one, come all! Swallow blade! Take this!
Come one, come all!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Swallow
content.
blade!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
You're finished!
Looks like it could be worth something.
There you go. The one on that left? Yeah, that one. Yep. That's an accessory.
Okay.
Hey, new equipment!
That's an accessory you can put on. You can put on whoever you want.
She's got a gun. I think penetration would probably work better with a gun.
Yeah.
That's my guess, anyways. Alright, so, with that, got the emblem. We can now head up the third and ride the elevator. Residential quarters. Cutscene containing Xian's Mother Rose, Scarlet's Tiara. This game runs so smooth, it's really nice. Residential.
Is this Renin technology? I'm amazed you guys can pull something like this off.
For us, sites like this are completely normal.
No enemies up here. As far as I know, if I can remember correctly.
Cutscene first.
Yep.
This must be...
The former owner's old wardrobe, yeah.
I wonder how long they've hung here. They don't look like they've aged a day.
The designs are a little dated, but it'll have to do.
Oh yeah. This is from the trailer.
Listen, I get it. You care how you look. But we've got places to...
Damn.
Ba ba boom.
Oh yeah, wait till you see. Yeah, this outfit is amazing.
That's the Xi'an I know.
What is it?
No, nothing. We've kept Zephyr and the others waiting long enough. We should head back.
Yeah, boy.
Nova Rose? See, that was an item we got from on the demo too, but you had to find all their like first grade items around the map.
Yep.
Scarlet and...
Okay, let's head back to Ulzebek.
You're in a good mood. Were you that happy to find a new outfit?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the same as ever.
Odd.
Should automatically be on there.
Yeah, it's automatic. It's automatic.
Okay, so it didn't change the look. Ooh, I do like that the weapons change though. A hunting rifle? And a hunting rifle. Why do you not know that?
I'll tell you something right now. Any kind of weapons that you
this
make.
Is the DLC stuff.
Yeah. Any kind of weapons that you make in this game, the old weapons, do not sell them because you have to use them to make the really good weapons later in the game. Because that's what I found that out when I played. I was like, why can't I make this? Oh shit! I had to keep that weapon. Damn.
Oh, I almost missed that skill.
You said before that this probably used to be a supply depot, right? But Nave thought it was a Renin castle. I wonder what it actually is.
Who knows?
Who knows?
What, can't I not know something? You didn't think I knew every last thing about my own kind, did you?
I didn't say that.
From what I've heard, a lot of the materials that were initially brought over from Rena 300 years ago were repurposed for other things over time. So it's entirely possible that this place used to be both a supply depot and a lord's castle at different points in time. They're not mutually exclusive. I couldn't tell you when the lord's castle moved to its current location, though. Well, satisfied?
Yeah. Thank you. You know, for telling me about all that.
It's not like I mentioned anything that useful. Come on, let's keep moving.
There.
Do that? Add those weapons on them. Strong right now. Oh god, that is strength.
Mega Ray!
Now!
This one's mine!
Right here!
Sight it.
Here I come!
It's over!
It's over! Yoda!
Sight it.
Here I come!
You're mine!
Rising Wyvern!
I was doing like 20, 30 now. These weapons are like 100 and something.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Yep. I think you fast travel back to where you want to go.
Want to get back to Ulzebek?
Yeah, we better. We don't have time to waste.
Someone's in a hurry.
As you pass through campgrounds and other locations, you unlock fast travel points. To return them instantly, open the menu map list from the area and pick the points. Nice. Well, first things first.
I
We
hate
just rest at the place. Wait, that's not
camping out.
square. That's cool. Can I teleport to the wheat?
Go to Uzlebek,
Yeah.
click on the X and go to that little dot that looks like a fast point.
Like the green?
The green thing, yeah, where it says fast travel. And just hit yes, and you'll automatically go there.
Sweet.
It's gonna come in handy when you get quests too.
Okay, so let's go to the end and heal up real quick. That's not the end. This one's the end.
There you go.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
No, I don't need to make food right now.
You don't have to cook, just rest.
There we go.
And the place on the right is where you can buy your items and your items and stuff. Or the place on the left of you right there.
Right here,
You can buy your items and sell
Life
stuff
bottles, 800 HP. That heals KO for 1 ally. Okay, ally. Scrap meat. Egg carp. Ugh. Alright, so now we go back and talk to. Actually, it's on that side of this. Upon returning to Ozebek,
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Quest, hunger averted.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Iron Mass and Zephyr brought in. Yeah? Can I ask you a small favor? What is it?
Yeah.
I appreciate you bringing me so quick to help. Here's the deal. We're running short on food. Granted, it's something of an ongoing problem around here. The soil around here doesn't have much to offer, and our crops are doing even worse than usual. I won't ask you to fetch anything crazy, just some wheat and potatoes would help plenty.
How's this?
Okay, yeah.
Huh?
That's exactly what I'm looking for. You sure I can have it? As much as we need fresh food and it grows out in the wild, I can't just ask anyone to go pick it. What have all the Zeagles running around? So, don't mind if I go ahead and help myself to what you got. You're a big help. We couldn't exactly afford risk stirring up a hornet's nest, reducing the bright eyes, cut and all. With all that extra food, now we can feed all the kiddos. Who would have gone hungry of late? Glad to hear it. Just happy to do what I can. Might not be able to see your face, but I can tell that you're a good soul. I don't have much to offer in return, but I can teach you a recipe that's really easy to prepare, if you like. If you're talking about the one that uses wheat, I already know that.
Okay.
In that case, how about the potato recipe? That's one also simple to fix and taste good. It's a lifesaver when you're real hungry.
Thanks.
Okay, sure. I can operate tip-top shape with empty stomach. Yeah. Okay. Money.
You get money, you get your SP points, and you get a recipe. So that's good.
Sorry for the side trip.
We got to learn a new dish. I'll take what I can get, really. Let's cook it next time we make camp.
Is that why she went along with this?
So, let's see anything. Okay, so now we go back to the start. We should be good to go.
Yeah.
Proceed on to the next area.
Crap.
Zephyr, we've got a huge problem. Something bigger than our attack on Balseph Castle, because I don't have time to worry about anything else, right? Yes, bigger than that. The Bright Eyes. They've started massacring folks all over Galagalia.
What?
They must be after her master core. Guess that enemy must be getting serious about retrieving it. They must be if they're willing to kill the slaves. They need to harvest astral energy. Moscow got hit real hard.
No way!
What? Are you sure about that? Positive. It's the closest town to where we attacked them earlier. I feel bad for our people there, but them's the breaks.
Damn it!
Bastards! That would have been perfect.
Just where do you think you're going?
You know where. Moscow.
What good is it going to do to...
I don't need your permission.
Yeah. Follow the track south and west, and the group will spot a watchtower and climb it. Go ladder. So it's looking for a watchtower. Nice. Fast travel. Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta go to Moscow and help something else there, so.
That is the watchtower. So there's a watchtower. Yeah, guys.
Right, here goes!
Alright.
You're mine! Slap!
Over.
Gosh.
Magna Ray.
Good learn to dodge.
Slap! Swallow blade!
Magna Ray.
Take this! You're finished! You're on!
Wow.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Oh, that's the watchtower.
There are fewer soldiers stationed at the garrison than usual. They must have gotten deployed to Moscow.
Doc, Cole, everyone please be safe.
What's this thing?
Money. We're in a hurry, but it's time to sidetrack.
Out of our way.
You're mine!
Magna Ray.
Take this! Great! Next! Mirage! It's over!
It's over. I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Let's keep
Yeah,
our
she
eyes on the
started.
prize.
Let a marksman handle it.
Yeah. You can't.
Oh, these are dead. Okay, so that probably spawned later.
Yeah, you'll be able to go in there later. You'll go there. You'll be going there soon enough. Trust me. Just keep going around until you find stuff, looking for shit.
Yeah. Explode everything.
No
Yep.
choice!
Magna Ray.
Mirage!
Here I go. I never miss. This is it.
Wow.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Gotta break through!
There.
Mirage! You're mine!
Magna Ray.
Swallow blade! Slap!
And again.
It's over! Mirage!
Like,
Slap!
knock this over here. Just jump up, he teleports.
Onward and upward.
So, there. I'm back there. I think we need to go back and explore this area.
No choice!
There.
Mirage!
One more. Magna
You're up!
Ray.
Try harder! No escape! Mirage!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Okay, oh yeah, the rocks are on fire. Let's see. Midnight?
I
Boy.
won't forgive you.
You're mine! You got spirit! You picked the wrong fight!
Can't be happening.
Stay away from my friend! I won't show you any mercy!
Now you'll learn.
Yeah, you need to heal her.
Die!
Pull up your menu.
Try harder!
Oh,
Oh,
there you go. Go to items. Go to life bottle, and go over there.
Ready to go.
Now
I'm
she's
only
healed.
getting started. There. Got it.
you need to like stop.
Here's a healing art.
It's
Here
over!
I go. I'm only getting started.
Mirage!
Take it.
Rising Wyvern!
It's over.
Here I come! You're finished!
Oh, you can kill them. They just hit hard.
Here, let me help.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Key thing is let Shion be your healer and let you do all the fighting.
Yeah. I guess I can
That
do
took
by
more
making
energy than
our
I expected.
strategy. Orange will keep distance and danger. Restores HPCP with items.
I mess with that strategy stuff because if I did, every time I try, that's when they use all those items, and then when you need them, they don't have any.
So it's just I wish you would dodge more.
Yeah, you need to go in the actually go in there.
Goes all the way around, huh?
Monies. Yeah, it's all in there right now. You'll have to come back there later for something later.
An opponent like this should be easy. Strike! Mirage!
Take it. I'm only getting started.
Slash! You're mine!
Sight. I'm only getting...
Mirage!
Barely a blip on our radar.
You can go in there. Yeah.
Cave of Solitude?
Yeah, you can go in there. It's fine. There's nothing in. Yeah, you can go in that area.
Okay, so there's like nothing. Okay.
Just keep going downward. It takes you to a fishing spot, but you can't
Looks
fish
like
yet.
this place opens out into the ocean.
The water's so much cleaner than what's on the surface. I even see fish swimming around.
Yeah, and boy, do they look delicious.
What?
Yep, too bad you
Never
don't have a
mind.
fishing pole.
Okay. So that's a fishing area for later.
That's a fishing spot for later.
Ads in progress, but not any story.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Take this! Slash! Strike! Swallow blade! Here I come! It's over! Try harder! My turn!
Sighted.
Slash!
You're mine.
The more
Let's
things
keep
you
our
fight,
eyes
the
on the
better
prize.
the better at the combat you get.
It's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus
I'm
you can
actually,
level up.
I'm
Plus you can
learning to
level
take
up.
it a lot
Plus you can
slower
level up
now.
pretty good. You can level up pretty good too by doing a lot of combat.
More soul.
Yeah, they hit like a truck.
I won't forgive you.
I'm not
Magna Ray.
Mirage! Great! Next! You're mine! You're finished!
Barely a blip on our radar.
So we'll just explore this area right here. You good to go? I know I gotta go in there.
choice. You got spirit. You picked the wrong fight. Swallow
This one's
blade.
mine. They really don't give up, do they?
Swallow blade.
There you go.
Wyvern.
I'm only getting
Come on.
started.
Slice.
It's
Take this.
over.
You're learning.
Rising Wyvern.
Got you.
Swallow blade.
Mega
I'm not done. It's over.
Shot in the butt.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
You think it might be useful? We should try it and see how it turns out.
More recipes.
Backtrack to the tracks and head through the narrow passage to the north side of the tracks and find the Prologue. Check the ledge on the south to find an owl.
Oh, we didn't find the owl.
So the owl should be over here. North side. It's gotta be that way.
Just listen for the hoo. Oh, there he is, right there.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
So it's accessory. Did you change that thing? Oh,
Outfits.
huh. Maybe a display. So let's go with cat ears. Dog tail, Shibuya. Cat tail. Makes her look like a. And she has a big ass.
I don't know.
They made replica.
Hair clip.
That's not.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
The owls like to hide in very interesting places, as you'll find if you keep going in this game.
Now you'll learn!
Mess with my friends, will you? You just crossed the wrong line! Swallow blade! Slash! Try harder! No! Slash!
Here I go.
How you doing, Kira?
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Take this!
Nice. It's just following the guide
God,
only to
that's
find the
creepy.
owls, nothing else. I'm following the guide.
Hang in there!
Advances. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
Oh, I'm like, why do I hear a robot?
That was a creepy fucking face.
Yeah, I was like, well, we went near the water. I don't mind a guide. Neo Seeker does really well with not spoiling anything. Like, he'll show me where all the recipes are and such like that, so I'm okay with that.
Hey! Damn it!
Defeat that. Head up the stairs to defeat another one. With the slaves safe and the soldiers head southwest.
Now you can explore that whole area that you couldn't get to earlier.
Too late.
Stop! Please, don't hurt the children.
What's that? Damn it, I can't reach them in time.
Get back, Cole!
Doc! Cole! Stop! Not if I can help it!
Oh, you got me midair, you little
Swallow
fucker.
blade! Here I come!
Let me help. I'm ready.
This
Where
one's
are you
all
going?
mine. Rising Wyvern!
Hey, I'm only getting started.
Are you all right? What about the others? Are those bastards still here?
Iron Mask, take it easy. It's all right now. Most were able to escape, and we've survived. Honestly, we got off lucky. It's often worse when a resistance group pops up.
Lucky? You call people getting slaughtered like this lucky?
This is how things go when you're a Danon slave. You're dead if you stand up to them. Keep your head down and do as you're told. At least then you have a chance to survive. You only have one life. That's why...
I should wait for the right moment?
Yes.
So someone else dies instead while we live another day. Is that what you're saying, Doc? You're willing to risk everything on the chance that things will get better if we wait long enough. But what's the point of waiting if others have to die so that we can live?
What do you think happens when someone tries to resist? It'd be one thing if the rebel died, and that was that. But it never ends with only one death. You've seen it for yourself. Everyone suffers for it. Knowing that, are you really going to tell me our waiting has no meaning?
But that's... I understand not wanting to throw away the same lives we're trying to protect. That would be senseless. But if you wait too long, if you get too used to waiting, then eventually you lose the will to fight. I don't want that to happen to me. I've already met the Crimson Crows. People who risk their lives to fight the Renan's rule. People who know they might not live to see us win, but fight anyway to give those who come after a better chance. If my life is at risk either way, then I'd rather spend it fighting.
So you've decided to take up the sword?
Yes, but not just any sword. It's a sword that only I can wield, but one that's also too powerful to use on my own. I doubt those who fought the Renans in the past ever had something like this on their side. That's why I'm willing to bet everything I have on this sword. I know it might mean more people end up in danger, but...
Okay. If that's how you feel, then forget what I said. It's clear your time has come, Iron Mask. Currently, you and that sword are the only things capable of driving the Renans back. It's because of you that we're still alive right now. If there's a way through this for all of us, then I'll put my trust in you to find it.
Doc, thank you.
Now, remember what you said, and don't ever abandon that conviction of yours, all right?
Right. I won't.
You've grown so much since we first met, and you've met some good people, too. Maybe you have a chance after all.
Okay. Just head southwest. Check the ledge.
Now you can explore. Now you just explore that little area there.
West. There you are.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Well, that was seductive.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
With that says fast travel back to the other place. I forget how.
Go back the way you came in. Go back to where it says the garrison. Go back there to that little garrison area, and you can fast travel. You should be able to fast travel back there from there. I could totally be wrong.
Yeah, I thought that'd be like a way to fast travel even from here.
Yeah, well, you didn't get the fast. You don't have a. You haven't got the unlocked fast travel point yet.
For this area. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna have to just run straight to where you need to go. Actually. Yeah, there you go.
I guess I could have went to that, hit that gate, then flew over there. Okay, that makes sense.
You're back. Hurry on in. We've been waiting for you.
You're not gonna ask what happened?
I can tell enough by the way you look right now.
I see. Zephyr, I need to ask you something.
I hear that I just want to play 3, 4, all the freaking Cold Steel again.
Would you have invited me to join you, even if I didn't have the blazing sword?
Of
course.
Why, though?
There aren't many folks out there who are crazy enough to resist the Renans like we do. So when I find someone with the knack for it, I make sure to keep them close. Plus, you remind me of another guy we lost. Maybe deep down, I'm trying to help you as a way of making amends for what I couldn't do for him. But if you don't want this, just say the word.
I'm not going anywhere. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
If you say so. All right, come on in.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh, hey, Iron Mask. Got a minute of your time.
What's wrong?
Hey, Darren. What do you need? Well, all you've been doing since you got here is fight, right? I'm starting to get worried about how your weapon's holding up. After all, you're able to fight Balseph. You'll need to be prepared for whatever he might throw at you. Luckily, we happen to have a blacksmith here on site. You should see what he's got.
Got it.
Alright, I'll make sure to remember that. Start your quest, forging from scratch.
Just go to the inn.
Yep, give it display a priority to the quest, yes.
We've reached our destination.
Okay. I guess the blacksmith's inside. Bound and determined. At the end. Okay, so he's at the end. Craft a long sword for Iron Mask. Complete the sub-quest and obtain 500 gold. Alright. It's over there.
Hey.
You the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Yep, Darren filled me in. In addition to the farm tools, I also make weapons for the Crimson Crows. Knowing it's for you, I just have to help. I'll forge you the best weapon I can manage with the materials I got. It's still not better than mine, but you'll go with it. So what do you think about this? It's weak. Not bad at all. This is the most you'll get out of me right now. Bring me more materials and I'll whip you up something great.
Thanks.
This is plenty enough to grand as it is. I never knew sold parts for this one.
Good.
So how you doing tonight, Kira? I forgot to ask that, I apologize. Thanks, glad to hear it. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Go give the Rena hell and set us free, okay? That's the plan. So the SP, it's 150 per person.
Is this something you're into?
Yeah. These ingenious structures and gadgets never cease to amaze me. Check out these handle grooves.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing here.
640, huh? Sonic throws increase mid-air damage. I like that. Easier, perfect evading guarding. I like that. Increase critical damage. I also like that one. So let's get that one. That one. Let's see. Max AG is the thing I use for abilities, right?
G is your arts. Is your AD. Yeah, just unlock. I pretty much just unlocked as much as much as you could.
All right.
All right, everyone. It's time. Remember, eyes on the prize. We're after Balseph. Nothing else. Cut off the head, and the snake perishes. Hit them head on, however. And we won't make it through the castle gates, let alone reach Balseph himself. Luckily, we have an ace up our sleeve. We need to do everything in our power to make sure that ace reaches Balseph's jugular. To that end, I'll be splitting us up into separate forces.
You just said all of us hitting them head on would be useless. Why would we divide ourselves up?
'Cause we're the decoys. We'll buy our ace in the hole the time they need to get in. We only need to cause enough of a ruckus around the castle to distract the enemy. That said, we need to look like the real deal, which is why I'll be tagging along too.
You too, Zephyr? So, who's going to take on Balseph?
The Iron Mask. I'm counting on you and Shion to make your way to wherever Balseph's hiding. Once there, you drive that flaming sword right through him.
You aren't seriously sending in just those two, are you? One of them's a Renin.
No one said the plan was perfect. By far, the biggest danger is the one you two will be facing. The fate of this quest rests entirely in your hands, which is why you get the final say. You want out, now's the time to say so.
And if we say no?
Then you say no. Just means we're back to square one, that's all.
And I go back to being a slave.
It's your life.
Yep.
No, it isn't.
Ball's in your court, soldier. What do you say?
I want to fight.
But for what? What are you fighting for?
The girl with fighting for.
To free the Danans from the yoke of their abusive oppressors. To no longer die at the whim of another. To break the shackles of our enslavers. To live and taste freedom!
Off my throat, Jester.
Now you're talking.
The
I
king
believe we
sits
have
there.
our ace in the hole, people. Hold on to that belief, and we just might break through that wall yet. And what about you?
I was born ready. Now can we get this show on the road?
There's a gate on your right once you leave here. Go through it and ride the elevator you'll find. I'll send ahead a few friendly faces to keep watch on your way. If you get into any trouble, look to them for support. We all clear? Good. May this battle herald the end of the Renin's bloody 3-century reign. To your battle stations, everyone.
Alright. Check my items. I don't need to discard. Knife bottle 4. An herb that raises attack when used. Smelling it heightens the eater's appetites. Their inner strength welling up. Oh wow. Okay.
If you want to buy any, yeah, we'll see. I don't think you can buy many items in this area right now.
I can buy a light bottle, which I'm after.
Yeah, I'd actually buy a couple of those. Oh, you got a skit to do as well, looks like.
Oh, thank you.
I still can't believe this is happening. We're really about to face off against a Renin Lord.
Well, you're in pretty high spirits for a guy going into a life and death battle.
I'm not saying I'm not worried. But you have to remember, this is the first time any of us Danans have really had any hope. What about you? You scared at all?
I don't have time to be scared. This is only the first step in a long, long plan of mine.
You want to take down all 5 lords, right? It's hard to believe it'll ever happen.
But it will.
I know. I haven't forgotten our deal.
See that you don't. That said, if we lose, we might suffer a fate worse than death, you know.
That's probably true. But instead of worrying about it, wouldn't it be a better use of our time to figure out ways to avoid that and not lose?
I suppose.
Whatever happens, I'll put everything I have into winning. You can count on that.
You can make mushroom. I don't know what does the mushroom recipe do?
Elemental defense up.
And the potatoes, I think the potatoes heal you after battle.
Which I like. It only lasts 8 minutes though. We'll be getting in some fights, but we'll also be exploring, so it's just going to waste. So I don't want to use that right now. It looks like we got a few, 2 owls coming up. All right. Right there. And there.
Balseph's castle should be just above us.
All right. And let's use that elevator thing.
That elevator thing, the thing that you tried to get into the last time. Oh yes, the Trench of Flames.
Crows are being attacked. Troops visit the castle. So head back instead into the stone building. At the bottom of the stairs.
Zephyr and the Crimson Crows are supposed to be distracting the Renins from the front.
Then let's go around and sneak in elsewhere.
Yeah, you can't go through the front, you gotta go to the right.
That's Zephyr from the Crimson Crows!
I hope he's gonna be okay.
Is now really the time to be worrying about him? We've still got a job to do.
Yeah, they help you out. They kind of like, you know.
Gates of fire sure look intimidating once you see them up close.
That thing looks
We can't say
intimidating,
this place
man.
is truly liberated until we do something about them.
What are you muttering about? Stay focused. We still have to take down Balseph.
Quick bear back. Ad's about to play. So I just gotta use the restroom. So right back. Alright, right back. Alright, alright, says busy Meadow Creek. Go there.
I think it's over that way. Are you looking for the owl? He's right there.
Quick back.
He's right there behind the crate.
I see it. Left eye bandage. So we stop.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Let's check this one, but into the southwest.
Places yet. Oh, anyways.
Zoe, shut up.
Night, dang, they're kidding.
What's this thing?
Zoe, stop.
Kitty kitty.
Fine, cat. Pick him up.
The cat wins.
Got one of them a little bit.
My cat's upstairs under the bed, probably hiding from all the loud rain we have going on right now.
There. Alright, get off my damn shirt. Alright.
Check your map.
Oh, Castle Gates. So we gotta go down.
Yeah, you go around that. Yeah, they're holding them. They're stopping them for so you can get in the. You're going through the back door almost, pretty much.
Tracks.
Going there yet?
We should be getting close to the service entrance.
Good. Let's get in there and kick their asses.
Is this someone's idea of a bridge?
Looks like it. Don't fall or this will be a pretty short story.
Yeah. The Flaming Castle.
I'll just call it the Flaming Castle. It's easier that way.
It's already started. We need to hurry.
Hold on. You should take the blazing sword.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We don't know what might happen up ahead. It's better to have it and be ready than to be caught in a fight without it.
There's a black version of that dress, okay.
The flames.
I took the liberty of cutting the flow of energy from the Master Core. I may be giving you the sword, but you still need me to unleash its power. Try not to forget that.
He just puts it on his back.
Yeah, I know. He just like throws it on his back. Well, he can't feel the pain anyway.
Yeah, but his clothes would burn up.
Well.
Alright, Flaming Edge ground attack. Sweet blazing sword that attack that burns the area around an enemy into a crisp, inflicting self-damage when used. Mass boost attack blazing sword, burning wave. Initiates a swing attack that burns the Iron Master's own body, able to down almost any enemy. It has a wide range and gains additional strength as more HP is sacrificed. Use a Dark Knight.
Where the hell is Balseph? If we don't hurry up and find him...
You're too close. Try to stay farther apart.
Oh, right.
By
Sorry about that. Was I really that close?
I guess I'm just not used to standing right next to people.
You mean because of your thorns? You're a surprisingly nice person.
What?
You don't think so?
Not the time to
I mean,
flirt.
you just made sure your thorns wouldn't...
You can keep your opinions to yourself. You don't know the first thing about me.
I'm not saying I know everything about you. Sheesh. No need to bite my head off.
You just can't take a hint, can you?
What? I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know what sorts of hardships you've been through. After all, what could I possibly know about pain?
I know you didn't mean anything bad by what you said. The throne room is up on the next floor. That's probably where we'll find Balseph. Hey.
What?
If there's something you want to say, just come out and say it.
Huh?
I hate when I feel like people are laughing at me on the inside. Especially someone like you where I can't read your expression.
What? Why would I laugh at you? What are you talking about?
My outfit. As soon as you saw me in those ruins, you wanted to say something, didn't you?
Oh, it's not that. It's just...
Just what?
Nothing.
You're a truly awful person. You know that?
I'm awful? Hey, you're the one jumping to conclusions about what I think. You're not one to talk.
Then prove me wrong and tell me what you were really thinking.
You can't
It
handle
wasn't
the truth.
anything mean about you, I promise.
I don't believe that for a second.
And it doesn't matter what the hell I tell you. You'll always doubt me.
Get to
God.
right before we get to the boss fight. A trial subject. Are you telling me there's soldiers inside too?
Just a minute.
Luckily for us, he hasn't realized we're here yet. Time to put a sword of yours to good use. Let's move. Flaming Edge Part 1. Iron Mask can sacrifice HP to use his Flaming Edge. A strong, wide-arching, blazing sword attack. To do so, hold either one of those, which will trigger a Flaming Sword after he performs the corresponding art. Flaming Edge moves cost no HP to use. Flaming Edge moves have the additional bonus of dealing extra damage to downed enemies. Plus, After learning a certain skill, you can continue to hold the button longer, letting you exchange more of HP for more power. Come on, Zelda.
What are you? Time to see what this blazing sword can truly do.
I'm only getting
Rising
started.
Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Magna Ray!
Die!
Take it! I'm only getting started.
Infernal Torrent!
Here I...
Very good.
Alright, so I couldn't do it with one of them. Boost strikes are one-hit kill attacks, performs in tandem with other allies. When you see the word strike on an enemy, press either button to use one immediately. Boost strikes occur more frequently with lower enemy HP and higher combo count.
Go! I'm only getting started.
Damn it, Swedish!
One more! Magna Ray! I never miss! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Wow.
Yeah, boost strikes are the bomb. Boost strikes are like S-craft.
Amazing!
Just how powerful the blazing sword really is. It's a good thing we took out them before they caused any trouble, because now we have another problem. Yeah, this wall of flames. You think this is Balseph's doing? Probably. Looks like they're meant to keep people like us out. Should we try it?
Hey!
Don't be stupid. Just because you can't feel pain doesn't mean it won't burn you to a crisp. Well, what do you propose then? I can tell that these flames are definitely made of fire astral energy. I'm thinking we use my master core to see if we can interfere with it and absorb them with the blazing sword.
Got it.
So basically, he wants me to try using the blazing sword on it. Sure, I can.
Yeah, pretty much.
We won.
Second floor. If I didn't have CP,
Wow.
it actually worked.
Sure.
See what I tell you? That took a lot more out of me than I was expecting, although maybe we can save that trick for when we really need it.
We can cross through now.
Good. We're pressed for time.
And you get to see his hand heal.
Yep.
Alright, so... back to this one.
That just takes you back to where you came in, I think.
Yeah.
Or in there. Yeah, it takes you down here.
I couldn't really explore, you do all that other stuff. Yeah. Give me a second floor and watch the skit. It's not much. That's not perfect. So you go around it.
Yup.
Forgive you!
Here I come! You're finished! Try my turn! Great! Next!
Take it!
Slash!
Barely a blip on our radar.
That goes you up to the next floor. That goes up to the next floor.
Having second thoughts?
No, I was just thinking about the blazing sword. Whenever I hold it, I feel wrong somehow.
Is relying on a sword from a Renin Master Core that repulsive?
It's not about that. It's just... It's hard to explain. It's like the sword is almost too strong.
I don't know what's got you so worried, but in case you forgot, that sword is the only reason we have a fighting chance against a lord.
I know. You don't need to keep telling me.
Well, good. That said, the longer you use it, the more you get burned by it, too. We need to remember to patch you up quickly when that happens. A double-edged sword in every sense. Since you can't feel pain, you'll need to be careful, okay?
Are you actually worried about me?
Is that a problem? Look, I need you if I'm going to take out the Lords, and I can't have you dying on me before that happens. That's my only concern.
Looks like there's still some soldiers inside the castle.
It's still less than it would usually be. The diversion must be working.
Everyone, stay safe.
Right, here goes! Take this! It's over! Take this! Slash! Swallow blade! Blue escape! Mirage! Here I come!
I need to be stronger. That equip
for somebody. Yeah.
equipment should come in handy. Let's dispose of the trash.
You're mine! It's over! Slash!
It's over! Mega Ray!
Blue escape! Swallow blade! Swallow blade!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
It's so hot. I can definitely believe they're harvesting fire astral energy out here.
Is it that bad?
I forgot. You can't feel the heat. I don't think I've been more jealous of anything in my life.
Out of our way!
Take this!
You got spirit!
Swallow blade! Take this! Strike! Eat this! Swallow blade! Take this!
There! Go!
Here I come!
I'm ready! Do it!
Blue escape!
Sometimes you miss
Onward and
those.
upward.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're finished!
Here I
Slash!
go! It's over!
Here I come!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
That's a good accessory for, I think, Iron Mask guy. Nope.
No choice! You're mine!
One more!
Mirage! Slash!
One
It's
more!
over! Take this!
Excited! One more!
Rising Wyvern!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What's going on over there?
Are those armed soldiers ganging up on a kid?
They're attacking him! We have to save him!
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. You're aiding the rebels, aren't you? Jam embedded. Stop right there. Hey, it's you. Perfect. If I capture you, I should turn out the Lord's mood right around.
You will kneel before our Lord!
We'll see about that.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
You're right in the booty.
I'm not done! Damn it, you're mine! You're finished! Mirage! Rising
Are you okay? What were you even doing here?
Working, most likely. Danon slaves that can't handle manual labor outdoors are put to work in the castles as servants. I'm surprised you didn't know.
The soldiers got really mad all of a sudden and everyone ran away. I was the only one that got caught.
And it's good that we found you, but it's still not safe here. You need to get out of here before any more soldiers find you. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for saving me. Oh, here! You can have this!
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. I only wanted to...
It's not your fault, kid. Don't sweat it. Can I take it instead?
Sure! It's the key to the elevator here. Will it help you guys at all?
Yep.
Definitely. Thanks, kid. Now get going. And be careful on your way out. So, not too happy about a slave touching you, huh?
There's reasons for that, dude.
This isn't the time. We should keep moving.
She only got lucky, dude. Or maybe she doesn't like slaves. You know, for an elevator key, this thing sure is really, intricate. Why do run-ins feel like they have to decorate everything? We don't decorate everything. My guess is that this key is special somehow. Special? How? It's just an elevator key, isn't it? Maybe it works in a particular elevator. Like, oh, I don't know. One that leads to wherever Balseph is lurking. If that's the case, then the kid really did us a solid. Alright, we should find the elevator it goes to and see where it takes us. Bitch.
Miss.
There's a powerful bomb.
Oh.
Shion's perk. If you hold the button to throw a bomb, it'll fire special ammo at the bomb. At a bomb after releasing it. I remember that from the demo. Making it detonate more strongly. Special ammo shown to be right of AG can be loaded with R1 when at 0. Or by pressing L2 and R1 at the same time. Remember that.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
You need to look everywhere for items first, Shion. You're a little impatient there, honey. You gotta look for the items. Hello, Ichigo. Are you back down here now?
This place looks damn near the same on the outside as it does on the
You
inside.
okay?
Nothing but fire and rocks. I figured a Renin castle would at least be a little more elegant. Instead, it seems this one was very dedicated to a theme.
Is that your idea of a joke? Don't lump the rest of us in with someone like Balseph.
Hi, Ichigo. Come
Then
on,
why
what
does
I
this
do?
place look so grungy?
I guess you could say that's just the majority of what he's into. He likes fire and he likes rocks.
You been sleeping?
He's an egotistical brute without a single shred of class. He even makes everyone call him by his stupid nickname, the Wild Beast.
Kids? Okay.
I feel sorry for everyone who's stuck having to
Well,
work
lay down.
beneath him.
I can't see with you in the way.
Interesting.
Why?
I used to think all Renans were like him. Terrible
lay down.
people obsessed with their own superiority, who are only out to make us miserable. But now,
Good kitty cat.
listening to you talk makes
Good
me
kitty
realize that
cat.
maybe there are
That's
some
a
good ones
boy.
too.
Yes, you are.
Maybe there are a few of you that are different.
Listen, I don't know what kind of Renan you think I am, but I have no intention of getting friendly with you. We clear?
Crystal, believe me, I wasn't about to suggest we go hang out and have a drink after this, that's for sure.
Okay. We've seen the skip, we got the scrap meat. So we stop. Now that you've unlocked Sharon's bombs with weakness, a thorny woman title, you trigger assault explosive healer.
Oh, I got you, buddy. Okay, what you got? Gotcha. What you doing? Where are you going? Okay, sit down. That'll work.
Oh, I keep using them in battle.
What the hell is that thing?
A spirit vessel. It's what the Renans use to harvest astral energy from Danans.
So that's where it all ends up, huh? Damn them.
Out of our way!
Take this! Slide!
Flame! Reload!
Here you go.
I'm all stopped up! Laser ray!
Onward
When
and
you start
upward.
killing things that fast, it means you're leveling up. It means your levels are going up.
What are those things I sometimes see you chuck out in the middle of fights?
What? You mean my bombs?
Bombs? As in the things people use to clear out rocks? But I could have sworn I saw something other than fire burst from some of yours.
Silly.
That's because these aren't ordinary bombs. They're specially made ones filled with astral energy.
Okay. And why do you shoot the bombs after you release them?
It's a part of my strategy. The effects of my bombs change when I fire bullets of a different astral element at them. It makes it difficult for enemies to predict what effect they'll have, or when they'll go off.
One moment you're using powerful bombs, the next you're using powerful healing arts. They're kinda on the opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
Think of it this way. If you ever get caught up in the blast of one of my bombs and you manage not to die, I'll be able to heal you using my arts.
I'll do my best to not die then.
Check the side passages first. Is Alec?
Going. Can you not sit down and sit still? You just like to
Yeah,
move
It's
around.
coming in. So any kind of skits, I'll make sure I stop.
It's a go. Sit. Yeah, I don't. Just sit there and be a good kitty.
Gotta
You're
break through!
okay.
No escape!
You want to get down? Go ahead.
Swallow blade! Rise and hit!
I never miss!
That's the cutie cat. Level attention if you let me do it. There you go. Let's
Swallow blade! Rising
such a good kitty. You're such a good boy.
Here's a healing art!
Swallow blade!
Get you, buddy.
Mirage!
Get you up. Good job.
Looks like we won.
Silly. You are silly. You know that?
Alright.
You're silly. There's the owl.
The chicken.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
like to hide in some very interesting places.
Oh.
It's like every Tales game, you can only carry 15 apple gels.
You will lose some treasures due to your inventory and or wallet being full. Are you sure? Cancel. So, use an apple gel.
Yeah, if you need to use one, use one.
Is there a sort option? There needs to be a sort option.
There is. Go over there to consumables. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's the downside of a Tales game. You can only have 15 gels.
You are being silly. You are being silly.
Guess this thing needs a different key to activate.
It's okay. I almost got you.
Your claws hurt.
An opponent
You gonna
like
lay there?
this should be easy. Mirage! You're mine! Flash!
Okay. Wanna get down? Okay.
We did it! I'm not done! It's over! Mirage! Here I come! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Slash! All yours! Mirage!
Well then, let's keep moving.
What's this thing?
Right, here goes! Now you'll learn! It's over! Mirage! Blazing Wyvern! Here I come! Mirage! Swallow Blade! Slash! Here I come!
You'll get it.
Nicely done.
Get lost!
Swallow Blade!
I'm looking at it to go.
I'm not done!
I'm out!
Over?
I'll bring you back.
She'll heal ya.
Here's a healing arc.
Not any more of this and I'll burn out.
I never miss.
Swallow Blade!
Back into the fray.
Slash! You're mine! You're finished!
Sighted. I'm only getting started.
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Yep, you found the elevator key that you needed. Your CP is low. You might want to get that back up. Do an orange gel. There you go.
There's like a camp thing. Every place is right when I get up here. I'm a little mad.
Level 9, that's not too bad for levels.
defeat the giants at this point. So ones and standard punishment. This is kind of a tough boss. Fire, which increases my CP by 10. Oh, damn. Okay, so we'll try it with it.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Replenish your CP.
Damn.
Try it without it.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
It's a mini boss.
Yeah, large enemies have orange golden quartz. So break the cord and down them. And an enemy of these weak points can be directly targeted.
Yeah, you hit its tail.
Here I go. It's over.
Try harder. Not a chance.
Nice dodge.
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up. Mega ray. Here I go. It's over.
Here I come.
Mega ray. It's weakened.
Got it.
This ends now.
Mega ray.
It's over. Rising Wyvern. Ignite.
Reload.
Take this.
Nice.
Move,
Mega
escape.
ray. Primed and ready.
Mirage. Swallow blade.
Searing flame. Reload.
Shit.
Mega ray. I'm all stuffed up. Searing
Mirage.
flame. Reload.
Swallow blade.
Mega ray. I'm all stuffed up.
Swallow blade.
Do it. This ends now.
There you go.
Consider yourself finished.
Mega ray.
That was supposed to kill it.
You're mine.
Well, he weakened. It's weak enough. You're gonna kill it anyway, so you know.
Now.
Oh, now you got him.
Where are you going?
Here I come. It's over.
Got you.
He's wailing on it.
I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray.
You almost got it.
Try harder.
Reload.
Now. Here I come.
That move.
Here comes a big one.
Reload. I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
It starts doing that. You just have to dodge it.
This one's all mine.
Mega ray.
Swallow blade.
I'm all
Here I come. Slash.
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Here I go. It's over.
Mirage. Swallow blade. Here I come.
Searing
I'm
flame.
not done.
Reload. Here, let me help. First aid.
Slash.
Mega ray.
Swallow blade. You'll pay for that.
Oh no. Shield's down.
What was I thinking? I'm only getting searing flame. Reload. I'm out. I'm all
Mirage.
stuffed
Slash. Burn it now while it's reeling.
up. Do it.
Boost it.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Now it's dead. Well, you are playing on a different level difficulty too, so.
Yeah. You can obtain astral flowers from powerful foes. Astral flowers raise maximum speed.
Yeah,
Giants
the
are roaming
those are really good.
Areas, they're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you manage to beat them.
We won.
Okay. Now it says,
Good job.
if you're low on CP, ride the elevator back down to the first floor exits. And then fast travel to the town. Yes, at the end. Let's go do that. There's the elevator. Over there. Okay. Explore first. Chest, damn it. Rest.
You have a lot of stuff to make accessories with later, which will be nice. What you doing, Ichigo? You okay? What you doing, you silly cat? You big fat long tail. Now look, There's 2 elevators, so make sure you get the right one.
We're gonna go before we go into that room. There should be a wall of flame.
Get lost!
Mirage! Swallow blade! Hut! You're mine!
Flame!
Rising
Primed and
Viper!
ready!
We
Here
get
I
it!
go! I'm only getting started!
Take this!
Barely a blip on our radar.
That's one. The wall of flame. That's what we're after.
Baby kitty to go. How are you?
Take the elevator and go heal. Use the fire water resistance. Thrives in environments.
Here you go. That's just me. Like, you're so jumpy tonight.
It's actually pretty nice for a guy that's about to whoop my ass with fire.
Yeah.
So that's the boss. This is the other elevator.
Yeah, that's the boss fight.
Go heal up and come back. Fast travel with that, so. Fast travel here.
We've reached our destination.
Now see if you can fast travel to where you need to go.
I think that's
To the end.
here first.
Oh.
That takes the elevator down.
Okay.
We've reached our destination.
Let's see. Elemental defense, that would probably be the best one.
Yeah, I would go with, yeah. Good call.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Go back, save up, and run in.
We've reached our destination.
There's a door over there. Ow, cat.
Now you got a boss fight to do here in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. What up there?
I don't know if you can fast travel up there or not. I just fast travel to the first floor, then take the elevator up.
Well, we already knew we had a boss fight here.
We've reached our destination.
Be alright. flying through it real quick.
Hi, kitty. Hey, buddy.
Let's see it right
Hey, about that elevator.
here. Right through him.
Let's dispose of the trash.
If only it was that easy.
You're missing.
Damn it, Bennett! Mirage! Swallow blade!
I'm out of ammo. Watch and
External turret! It's over! You're mine! It's over!
I'm only getting started. Back into the fray. Mega ray.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back. This area seems different.
We're getting close. Balseph should be right up
There
ahead.
you go.
That's what I figured. Time to introduce ourselves.
Oh, wow. Does HP and CP? Oh, shit.
Yep.
Full restore HP, then approach Balseph's chamber to trigger the skit. You can now examine the door and choose. Alright, time to go. Boss fight, level 15.
Finally, it's time to face Balseph.
Speaking of Balseph, how much would you say you actually know about him?
What do you mean? He's just a lord that holds power over Calaglia, isn't he?
Just a lord? He is far more than that. Balseph Erwolzi Teldilis is one of the 5 lords that sit atop all of Renan society. Even without his Fire Master Core, fighting him won't be easy. I've seen that man butcher who knows how many Zeugles, just to blow off some steam. With sheer brawn like his, he can knock you out with one hit, and it's practically suicide to go up against him when he has a weapon.
Got it. Watch out for his attacks.
That's only the beginning. You can't expect to beat him by attrition. First, we dodge, then look for an opening. Remember that.
Sounds like our teamwork is really going to be put to the test.
Indeed. Don't screw this up and get us both killed.
Alright. Because I'm scared. Alright, let's do this.
Don't move, Balseph!
Don't move.
So the vermin scum you call kin stirred up enough trouble for you 2 rats to make it all the way to me, huh? What a pain in the ass. Although, it was pretty impressive of you to deliver it straight into my hands. The Master Core.
You really think we're here to hand it over?
Why, of course not. You see, I'll be taking it back no matter what you say. In any case, this is the end for you. You won't be getting out of here alive.
It's go.
The 2 of you were fools for coming here. Now die! A common thief believes she can usurp me? Don't make me laugh!
You can keep your accursed crown.
We're here to overthrow you and free the damage.
Spare me your weeping, slave!
Now!
How's this? Mega Ray! Watch and
It's on! Take this!
Here.
Try harder! Not a chance!
First aid!
Damn slave!
Here I go.
Here I come!
I'm only getting started.
Strike! Take this! Swallow
Mega
blade!
Ray!
Try harder! My turn! Swallow blade!
There!
Try harder! My turn!
I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Excited.
Swallow blade! Here I come!
There!
You're finished!
You're mine!
Here I come! Mirage!
Out of
Try
my way!
harder!
And
You're
again!
mine!
Mega
No
Ray!
escape!
I never miss!
Slash! He's like a brick wall.
But he's wide open when he's in the air.
I
I'll
owe you
shoot him
one.
out of the sky.
Make sure you don't miss. My turn! Slash!
You wretches won't beat me!
Burn! Strike! Slash! Rising
Out
Wyvern!
of my way!
Mega Ray!
I'm not done! Swallow blade! Now!
One more. We'll get one more. Okay.
Fighting powerful positions come up here.
Think again!
Ooh!
Here I go!
Did it!
Just give it up, Balseph!
Mirage! Here I come!
Searing flame!
You're finished!
Reload!
You're mine!
Ray!
Swallow blade!
Hit him while he's down.
Swallow blade! You're mine! Here I come!
Searing flame!
You're
Reload!
finished!
Mega Ray! Watch and weep!
Damn
Shield,
slave!
it's you and me!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
No. Partly finished.
Obviously, there's another part. You didn't die. The mask cracked.
Yep.
Alpha.
Sure did.
Alpha! Alpha! Iron Map!
This is his mouse. Be faster,
Balseph's
move the
escaping!
ball and chain.
Come on!
Get over there, let you go.
Running from a slave, Balseph?
Know your
He's
place,
not a-
excellent boy. Up here, I've got more than enough space to crush you. This time your mask won't be the only thing that cracks.
That is enough!
First expression of this too.
What the hell is that?
Final boss and stuff. Cold skin.
It's manifested astral energy. And not only that, it's alive!
Astral energy? From the spirit vessel? But wait, that was harvested for me. And that energy is supposed to be mine. It was the two of you. I knew it all along. And you'll pay! Men, slay!
Well, if anybody's ugly, it's Balseph.
Without your spirit vessel, or your master core,
Whoa.
you're nothing!
Shield, watch out! Swallow blade! Swallow blade!
Whoa!
That thing's huge!
Don't let it trap you in its flames!
You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Mirage!
Flame! Reload! This one's mine!
Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Mirage!
Back into the fray! Mega Ray!
Yeah, don't worry about the big guy.
That monster's attacking! Look out!
Oh shit.
Searing flame!
Wow.
Yee!
She's doing a healing art on me.
First aid!
It's on!
Here I go!
Here I come!
I'm only getting
Rising
serious
Wyvern!
flames!
Take
Reload!
it!
I'm out of ammo! First aid!
Here I come!
Back in the
Try harder! Not a chance!
Mega ray!
Swallow blade! You're mine! Try harder! Not a chance! Slash!
Man, you're dodging really well.
Ah, you said that and I got hit.
I know. I
I was like, what?
Anything.
Bam, I'm not blaming that. That was totally me.
You're doing pretty well. I'm just coming and watching because.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! That fire
rock at
monster's
me.
getting ready to attack!
Yep.
I'm all stocked up! I'm ready!
Out of my way!
Searing flame!
Swallow blade!
Reload!
Burn!
This one's mine! That fire monster's causing us a lot of trouble!
Let me take a crack at it!
Mega ray! Ready?
Here it comes! Ah! Down you go!
Ooh!
Face.
You really don't mess around!
Now, while he's down!
Sighted!
You're in trouble now!
Go! It's over!
Ignite!
Mega ray! Back into
Now
the
what?
fray! Watch out! We need to stop him!
Rising! You're finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That was scary. I don't know what the fuck he was about to do, but fucking die.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's.
Charging up. That's never good.
Do you not
Yeah, when they
possess
start
the
charging up
blood
like
of a
that,
Renan?
that's.
Why then would you turn against your own kind?
Fire monster engulfed.
It's always been the way of the Renan for the strongest to survive. And yet, you have allied yourself with a filthy Danon. You traitor! Tell me why. Why bring ruin and devastation to your own kind? Snakes like you should die!
A monster made up of astral energy? How do we even...
If this sword is made of astral energy as well, maybe...
Absorb him? That's a lot of CP. Pause this about Yes, we can. All right, guys, we got.
There you go. Just pause. There you go.
I'm always afraid because it skips it in cold, so I'm like, I don't want to pause because I don't know what's going to give it. Why do Valley girls hang out in odd-numbered groups? Because they can't even.
Oh god, that's horrible. I can't
They
even.
usually do groups of 5. Yeah. All right, so ads are going. We'll continue after that. For those that are watching, just skip ahead like a minute, and then you'll be able to skip all this. But
oh yeah,
that was a fun fight.
I'm just waiting. They get better.
I just wanted to go in kind of blind. Apparently, what he was doing was a pyroclasm, which is basically a one-shotter.
Yeah.
And then it says, if I failed to get the strike, I need to run to the sides. Okay.
If you think this Lord fight is fun, if it's crazy, wait till you see the rest of them.
Looking forward to that. Ugh, as long as they get more and more entertaining.
Oh, they definitely do that. Of course, you'll have more party. Of course, you'll have more party members when you get to those. So.
I think we got like 6 or 7 of them, or maybe 8 of them. All right. Let's see. And then we are back, so let's continue. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, everywhere in the world for that one.
Zephyr was right. We did it. We brought down the wall.
Iron Mask, your face is exposed.
No.
Huh?
I remember it now. My name. Alfred. My name is... Alvin!
Alvin! Ooh, another cutscene.
You are the place my only
Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall repeat over and over again.
I'm badly breathing and breathing to that ground. But each and every time we all stand up. Stop like do you say?
Yeah, I can understand like having part of a mask on, like the full mask. But having half one, its vision is so fucked up. Very curious how the hell you can see through it.
Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall repeat over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to feel your hell right now. You are the place my only home. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day. We spread like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the soul that we're together. Can't feel my habits, so take my hand to the tomorrow. The crowd that
The
you're
opening cutscene is Fire in the Night Shield.
Just like Hibana. Come, light up the Hibana.
Emissary of Liberation.
Yep, you beat the first lord.
Flames.
Beat the
I
Lord.
see. Flames. My name is Alvin. Where am I? What happened?
This game is
The rage surging within me, fueling the sword. Where did it come from?
He died.
This twisting fear that clings to me, holding me in check. The melancholic voice calling out to me. Who am I? Who was I? This is...
Wakey, wakey, sunshine. About time, too.
Wakey, wakey, sunshine.
A week? You mean that whole time I was...
Damn, it's a hell of a nap.
Out cold? Yeah. Just as well, too. When you blacked out, you were on your way to becoming a pile of ash. Shion's the reason you're still here.
Shion, you healed me?
Obviously, she already told you.
In
before.
case you'd forgotten, we've still got 4 lords to defeat. You dying would have only slowed things down.
What about Balseph's troops?
We've got them on the ropes. While you've been getting your beauty sleep, most of the remaining Renans have either surrendered or fled. You slaying Balseph was the catalyst we'd been waiting for. Thanks to you, Galagly is finally free. You have my gratitude. We couldn't have done it without you.
I just did what anyone would have done.
Iron Man... Forgive me. Alphen. It's good to finally see who I'm speaking to. Half of him, anyway. So, feel like telling us who you used to be?
I wish I could.
Memory's still giving you grief, eh? I see. Still, no sense in beating yourself up. You've remembered your name. The rest will come in time.
So, what happens now?
Oh, just everything. The realm may be liberated, but we're still destitute. You name it, anything and everything starts from scratch. But enough of that. You've just woken up. You should get a sense of the scale of what you've accomplished. Head over to the Gates of Fire, and take a look at the view. It's a sight too many Danans died only ever seeing in their dreams.
The Gates of Fire.
I'll be your chaperone. Last thing we need is you tripping on a pebble and missing another week.
Remind me to laugh next time.
Almost like siblings.
Yeah, just about.
All right. Alphen, emissary of liberation. Speed up rate of AG recovery. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
AG recovery by perfect evading and guarding. It's not bad. Increases AG. I should look for things that increase my AG anyways, because that's the amount of those abilities I can use, right? That way, I mean, because I only have 3 of them right now.
Yeah.
Increase mid-air damage. Increase weak point damage. That one. Probably save for 480. I like that one because she does poison. It does nice. KO prevention. I'll do. I slept for a week. Why is my CP not recovered?
You'll get it back. Don't
That
worry.
blazing swords turned out to be even stronger than I expected. With that much sheer power, elemental types are hardly a concern anymore. You can bring practically any foe down to their knees in a flash.
Don't count on me being able to pull off another Gates of Fire. That only happened because I had the help of that spirit vessel monster too.
Still, you did defeat Balseph with it, which means it can also take down the other lords. That's enough for me. Besides, if it was any stronger, your body wouldn't be able to handle it. Have you forgotten what happened after we finished off Balseph?
No, but aren't you scared of having that much power inside of you? Even a little?
Why would I be? Power provides opportunity. You don't expect me to simply throw it away, do you?
No, I get it. It's a good ace to have up our sleeve, that's for sure. I'll make the most of it. Well,
hopefully we
as
won't
I
have any
can without
thunderstorms
becoming
like I did
charcoal.
last night that happened that I was not expecting. Phew. I went to bed last night and there wasn't any thunder. It wasn't even raining when I went to bed. as soon as I get ready to go to bed, it's like, I see this flash of lightning. I was like, was that lightning? And all of a sudden, this loud clamp of thunder. It shook the house, and the cat was like, I'm out of here.
Poor cat. Poor Ichigo. You done? Sorry, Zoe. Alright, it says, speak of Dairon, and speak of Dairon, who asked for some stone fragments. Yes, that's that. Right. Oh, so you just dropped down. Whee.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Yes!
Did you talk to the blacksmith?
Nice.
I did. I didn't realize he could make weapons out of Zolge pods. That he can. Knowing that, I can ask you to help me out with a little something. You know those big golems, the big rock guys? The ones that are like springing out of the ground without warning? They're a pain in the neck. Yeah, that's it. Should make for a great weapon material, if I'm told. There's still a ton of those roaming around causing trouble, and it looks like we'll need them to forge some weapons too. Could you get 3 stone fragments off those guys and bring them back to me? Sure.
Got it.
Find the golems. Right. Things that look like rocks buried in the ground. You could fight some and collect the stone fragments for me. That'd be great. Decided to add more to your plates, but you're really helping me out. Do I have enough already?
No, you don't. You gotta go kill those golem, rock golem thing bobs. You gotta. I don't think you have them.
I've been fighting.
Yes!
Okay, yeah, so I made
no. You can pretty much go to,
I guess so, that'd be a key item.
If you already had them, it would have told you. It would have given you a prompt to give them to them. You only have 1. You need 2 more.
What, the iron chunks or something?
No, it's stone fragment.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's go get those.
You need to kill 2 more of those.
First things first, we gotta save.
Yeah.
I fought a few of them. I guess it's just a rare drop.
Yeah, I had to go back and fight them. Of course, I didn't have all of them either.
Okay, so best spot for that. Waste.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, I can't port there?
Yeah, you can't fast travel. There's certain parts of the game where you can't use a fast travel.
Okay.
But Ichigo, you okay? It's raining outside. You hear all that water falling from the sky?
So,
That's all rain is water. That stuff you like to drink? Or get in the bathtub and try to take a bath with it? Weirdo. What are you doing? Come here.
One up by the campfire.
He likes to sit in the bathtub while the water is filling up the tub, and then as soon as it gets close to him, he'll like try to drink it, and then when it gets closer to him, he hops out like a freaking nope. I'm just like, Cat, you should know better.
An opponent like this should be easy. Slash! Rising Wyvern!
Hey, SJ.
Try harder!
Hey, SJ, how you doing?
Rising Wyvern!
Good evening.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You need a stone fragment. You gotta kill a couple more of those.
Yeah, I just need one more. Should be one more.
No, you need 2 more. That was a strange score. You want a stone fragment.
Oh.
It's raining here right now.
Oh, it's raining all day here.
I didn't get any storms like they said we were supposed to get. Looks they come overnight when I'm sleeping.
Around here.
There he is. There's one.
No choice. Swallow blade.
Mega ray.
Swallow blade! Here I come! I'm not done!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Drop what you need, because you gotta.
A few of my family members were under warnings today, but didn't have any major damage. I'm glad they're okay. So, can't use that. So, that means I'm gonna just have to keep porting in and out.
Yeah.
I think there's like 2 of them in here.
You can't fast travel out, but you just walk out.
Okay, so I should be able to go through here and then back in.
Probably, yeah.
Well, that's cool, because I can just keep fighting the same one. It's just me, or is this game way louder than bits? Is it really? Shouldn't be.
I don't know. No, it sounds fun to
It's
me.
probably just my microphone that close to my face.
I hate camping out.
Who are you?
Oh, talk to him.
Yeah, the microphone was just away from my face. Buy, sell items, forge weapons.
You can forge weapons and stuff from him.
Oh.
You can also buy stuff from him.
Okay. So if I rest, would that respawn stuff?
Could.
Yeah,
my microphone is just way over there, so sometimes it doesn't pick up.
Everywhere we go, it's nothing but rocks and sand for days.
No, I don't need to.
I don't think I've seen any grass or flowers this entire time.
Yeah, it's hard to...
But thanks for letting me know, SJ. How you doing today?
I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Go over toward, go to the left.
There's a stone thing over here.
Oh, you're getting the rock.
Yeah, 'cause it's supposed
Go over
be
to that
right here.
thing in the ground. Go over to that thing. There's one of
I
them.
won't forgive you!
You're mine! Try harder! My turn! Slash!
There! Go!
Slash!
You're mine!
Rising
Do
Wyvern! Mirage!
I know fine weapon material when I
Oh, there's
see it.
one. Now you gotta get one more.
Just run in and out.
Yeah, just run in there and then come back out.
There's actually one up there too, so
Yeah.
they're right next to each other.
Gotta break through! Slash!
Magna Ray!
Here I come! Slash!
Let the marksman
Rising
handle
Wyvern! Mirage!
Searing Flame!
Slash!
Reload!
This could be useful.
I
There you
got
go.
two of those.
Now you got them all.
I just got 2 of them from it. Nice.
Very good.
Alright, so now we gotta run back.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. That way, right? Yeah, that way. Kind of weird that I can't, like, fast travel, but...
Yeah, they do that in this game. There's parts in this game where you can't. They won't let you do that. And I'm just kind of like, okay,
I
fine.
feel like somebody's watching us.
You say that
Maybe
every
there's
time we come
someone
in
around.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! How's this? Very nice.
Appreciate all you've done, but once we combine this with other stuff, we should be able to whip up some fine weapons. I'm so important we Crimson Crows of this It's so important we Crimson Crows make this realm safe for people to walk around in, and now, thanks to you, it is. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do what I can around here. If anything else comes up, let me know.
Yes.
Thanks.
Sure.
I didn't do anything. Often just dragged me along like always.
Oh, God.
I'll take your word for it. In any case, if you find yourselves needing stronger weapons, it's a good idea to collect Zog parts. Any good blacksmith out there can make good use of them. Anyways, I'll catch you folks later.
More monies.
So,
which one was I after? Save up for KO prevention. That would probably be the best ones. Yeah, we'll save up 800 so I can keep her ass alive.
They're all good.
different
Everything
materials
you
produce
get from
different
those
weapons,
skill panels are great.
each with their own respective properties.
We should probably move on.
Come to think of it, what's
South
my
of
sword
Daewon.
made of?
Speak
What
with the
material
handsome
would it make
nobleman.
sense with? Claws? Fangs?
In one ear and out the other.
Quest already?
Oh, this guy.
He's literally a handsome nobleman. I was like, okay. You're Renan, help to liberate us, aren't you?
What?
So what if I am? This is crazy. I always wanted to talk to you. Hey, I know this is really sudden, but how do you think I look? Well, how should I put it? Hold on, to make sure there's like no extra CP for this shit.
Oh, this quest you can't even complete till later in the game.
Oh, okay. Very simple look, like everyone else.
Right.
You can do whatever you want.
Pretty plain, I guess I'd say. Right. There's nothing stylish about what I'm wearing, not even a little. So, there's only so much you can do with a few pieces of cloth, though. Thank you, that Kalagia. Is free. I should be free from those boring old rags, too. Don't you agree?
Sure.
No, Zoe. Sure, now's a good time as any. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I want your opinion on what I can do to stand out and look more handsome. I like your attitude. I know a guy who could stand to take a page out of your book.
What?
What? Sorry to disappoint.
I'm not so sure.
Anyways, what sort of outfit do you think would look good on me? Any general ideas you might have to try it for me? Try it. Have for me. Let me think. Let's see, you can head south. Okay, so
Something
it
that
doesn't matter.
says
Something
money.
aggressive, something that says money. Just regular clothing, I guess. We're just gonna say regular clothing. I don't think you should take it too far at first, for now. Why not start with something subtle? Subdued. And then work your way from there. That makes sense. You're right. I still don't know anything about fashion after all. Well, being you're freshly liberated, you can create your own fashion. Okay, I'll keep it simple for looking something more basic. I'd love to get your feedback once I come up with an outfit.
Sure.
I'd be happy to do that. Yeah. The fashion critic. Alright.
Yeah, that quest, I was like, why can't I finish this quest? And somebody's like, oh, you can't do it till later. And I was like, oh, it's another one of those.
It's a time thing.
Yeah.
He's got a star like he's completed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like, he's like...
I thought I was used to fire by now.
You can now head north to find Tilsa with some injured Danan for a tutorial about Shion's map actions. Oh, okay. Guess that's it. It's started auto-walking. Didn't realize there were so many injured. Alphen?
Yeah.
Xian. Sorry, thanks Xian. You can stop now. We'll take care of the rest from here. Something happened while I was out? After we finished patching you up, Xian here was kind enough to help treat the other injured folks. I tried telling her she's done more than enough.
What?
I just figured the sooner you were back on your feet, the sooner we could move on and finding the next Lord. That wasn't out of the goodness of my heart. Is that right? Well, whatever your reasons, we appreciate the help. Thanks. Xian's map action. Xian can use her healing arts to treat injured people that you find during your travels. Okay. Doing so may earn you a reward in return. To heal an injured person, approach them and press up to spend CP to cast the Astral Art. Okay, so you gotta make sure you have CP.
It's pretty simple.
It's like the firewalls.
Why do you keep people at arm's length? You're always trying to wave it off whenever someone's nice to you. Like with Tulsa just now. Why couldn't you just accept her gratitude?
Our interests just happen to overlap. I don't want people thinking I'm doing things to be nice when in reality they benefit both of us. All I care about is that we hurry up and defeat the Lords.
See, that's what I mean. You want to defeat the Lords. I may have been skeptical at first, but now I really believe you meant it. Yet despite that, you still took the time to help out those injured Danans, didn't you?
I did it because it was necessary and I got roped into helping out.
Sure.
Is that the same reason you helped that kid in Balseph's castle? Because it sure didn't look that way to me. You've helped me too. Not just with my injuries, but by being there for me as well. Even though I can't feel pain, the injuries I get from using the blazing sword could probably kill me. That thought alone should be terrifying. But I know you'll always be there by my side, ready to heal me. It's because of you that I can wield the blazing sword.
Very aggressive, dude.
Don't just close in on me like that!
Aww.
If you get any closer, you're going to set off my thorns, you know.
I was just trying to compliment you.
You were?
She's blushing.
Blushing.
What now?
Xian!
She's short circuiting.
It's okay. I'll stop talking about it.
You will?
In any case, I'm just glad that you're the one who ended up with the Master Core. Thank you, Xian, for everything. Now let's go check out those gates of fire.
Really? I swear. You're bad for the heart.
Alright guys, quick ad break.
You're bad for the heart.
Flirting with it. Alright, let's check the general store for and blacksmith to upgrade your weapons and armor.
Everyone's smiling and laughing. It's finally sinking in that we won. If you hadn't healed me back there, Xian, I would have never lived to see this.
I told you before, if you die on me, it'll make things difficult for me too.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of strange here not to talk so much.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
They had new weapons.
So in fact, you've already got like, well, I mean, you could always make the weapons. You might need them to trade for later.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the good one for that's one for Xian. I like how it automatically equips it for you as well.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice feature. Alright. So, that's better armor. Having returned to that with an injured girl, Tulsa explains that the girl is weak and needs medicine. Search for medicine, so there's a quest coming out here. there's a quest.
You looking for?
Tesla.
Oh,
Feel
you just
suck.
passed. She's right in front of you.
Nice,
Or
feel
behind
suck.
you now.
It's not her.
She's right. Where'd she go? She was just
That's
like.
what I mean. Maybe I missed something.
Maybe she's
You can
upstairs.
now, oh wait, okay, hold on. It says north. Stream once you come up with a new outfit. You can now find her tutorial of Shion's map action before making your way to the Gate of Fire to meet a surprising visitor. Oh, I got the Gate of Fire first.
Oh.
Can I teleport?
Just go through there. There you go.
Ugh. Okay, so I guess I gotta go north. This way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, off we go.
Gate of Fire is down this way?
No, it's up. No.
Was he up the elevator?
Elevator.
I don't see any soldiers or their pet Zoogles. Just strays roaming around.
They must have split once Balseph kicked the bucket and they had nobody left to obey.
Place looks a lot different in the daylight than it did at night. Of course, there's no soldiers there anymore either, so. But there's Zoogles. Wow.
Charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
That monster that appeared from the spirit vessel, and the power inside the blazing sword, they're both born of the same thing. It's all astral energy harvested from the souls of dying Danans.
I suppose so.
And it was the Danans who gave their lives for today. Their power, after all this time, is what finally destroyed Balseph and his wall. By the way, what happened to all the energy that we released?
It's dispersing and spreading across Dana as we speak, finding its way back to where it belongs.
You gonna heal his arm?
And all the energy the Renans have harvested? Where does that go? One Sovereign's decided, I mean. I'd wager they don't give it back, right? What? Can't tell the Danan that? Or about why you want to kill all the lords?
Oh, like you don't have anything to hide? The blazing sword. It's powered by the burning astral energy of the Master Core I possess. So why don't you explain how it manifested into the shape of that beast, hmm? Just how did you manage that?
How am I supposed to know? My memory's a complete blank, remember? Fine, be that way. It's not like we ever trusted each other any...
Our first party member. Well, definitely second, but she's got a little owl with her.
Oh, yes.
And she's our magic caster.
She's still not awake?
Not yet. Her injuries aren't serious, but she's severely weakened. Must have been quite a fight.
There's nothing we can give her?
If only. What with the beatings we've taken lately, we're barely getting by on the little provisions we have as it is.
That bad, huh? If there are no supplies here, then... That's it. We need Doc.
Doc? The same Doc that took care of you?
Yeah, he's back in Mosgul. If anyone can help us, it's him.
In that case, would you mind asking for us? I'd go myself, but I'm tied up here for now.
Not a problem. Leave it to me.
Now it says check the general store and the blacksmith for upgraded weapons.
Skit too. You got a skit.
Skit? Oh, a skit. Okay.
Skit.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes.
I wonder what that girl's deal is. Never imagined anyone would ever come from outside the walls of Calaglia.
It's really not that big of a deal. There are more realms out there than just Calaglia, you know.
Maybe it sounds normal to you, but I've been behind those walls for as long as I can remember. Of course I knew there was more out there, but it sure didn't feel like it when unscalable walls are trapping you in.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the rest of Dana isn't much better. The world's full of lords who are just as bad as Balseph.
I know. That girl must have had her reasons for coming over to our territory. Even so, it's nice to see there really is life beyond the walls of Calaglia. It might not mean much to you, but that's reason enough for me to be happy.
Alright, blacksmith. You upgraded yet?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Alright, whatever. Can I fast travel?
I think you can, yes.
It's so shiny. It's not it. Oh, he's right there. No, it's the giant Zooble hunt.
Giant Zooble.
It's the fast travel. I should be able to go through here. Why can't I get anywhere else? Oh wait, Doc's over here.
No, Doc's at Mosgul.
Yeah, but how did I get there? Like it should be through
Go
this,
back
the mine, right?
No. Click on it. Go back to Uzelbeck. Click on that.
I did.
Go over to get the garrison.
Oh, it's over by the garrison.
Click on that.
Oh, okay. I was looking at
Go over to there you.
There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
Xian won't finish that quest for ages. Which one?
Well, you talking about the fashion quest?
Oh,
So
yeah,
quiet.
sorry, here.
From now on, no one is going to be whipped or killed here ever
Yeah,
again.
that fashion quest takes. I don't think I finished that quest till like toward the end of the game almost.
Wow.
Hey there, Doc.
Who are you?
It's me, Iron Mask.
Who are you?
Though these days I go by Alphen. I finally remembered my
Chapter
name.
5. Yeah, the fashion
Chapter
one.
5? Wow.
Yeah, it's later in the game, much
Oh,
later.
that's cool. You couldn't tell by his name? I mean, by his voice?
Alphen. I heard that was the guy who brought down Balseph. Wait. You're telling me you're the liberator of Calaglia? Our own Iron Mask? Of all the people.
I told you, I'm Alphen now. And I didn't overthrow Balseph alone.
Even so, that's no small feat you've accomplished. And you managed to get your face back, too. That woman with you, the Renin?
You know about her?
Only what I've heard from rumors. I wasn't sure I believed it, but now I suppose I must.
Doc, she...
Did you try to fight the big... Yes. The lizard? No, I haven't fought a lizard. I fought the insect thing.
He fought the giant level 43 insect.
Wait, there's a giant lizard? Alright, let's fight the giant lizard.
Thank you.
You sure you should be saying that to a Renan?
Giant
I'm
lizard.
not saying it to any old Renan.
I don't remember
I'm
no
saying
lizard.
it to you, young lady.
I only helped because it was in my interests as well.
Yeah, the manas.
Of course, I would imagine as much. But that doesn't change the end result.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh,
mantis,
yeah. Yeah, he tried it.
Yeah, level 43 one. I got, like I said, I knocked out about 30 HP points off of it before it got me. I think I could probably take 100 now. No worries. I was like, there's a lizard? I think we fought the
I
ram-
was trying to figure that out
I
too.
think
I was like,
what
wait
we
a second,
fight-
what lizard? I don't remember
It's like
a lizard.
a bull, the mantis, and then there's the dragon and the demo. But I could never get the other ones dead fast enough to summon the dragon.
The two of you defeated Balseph, and now all of us are free.
Balseph.
That is a fact.
Thanks, Doc.
It's big and green, which is fair enough.
Yeah,
I
sure.
should be the one thanking you. I'll never be able to repay what you two have done. Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't come here just to catch up.
Right. We need your advice.
Yeah, if the game becomes a little more easier for me, I might bump it up to hard.
We found a girl who's collapsed from exhaustion, and she needs medicine. Do you know anything that could help?
Oh, now it's not.
If she's that weak, she may need a nutritional boost. The herbs I have here won't be enough. Oh, have you tried searching Kirt Garrison?
No. We passed it on our way here, but...
With all the Renan soldiers gone, that place should be empty now. If we're lucky, maybe they left something you can use.
Good idea. We'll take a look.
I had a long day and half a brain cell left. I know those days well. Alright.
Kirt Garrison. If I'm not mistaken, that's located off to the side of the railroad tracks.
Wherever it is, just make it quick.
Alright, let's see. Before leaving, head east. The first group of buildings. Check back the area for some scrap meat. East, huh? Oh, where I couldn't go before.
Yeah, you can search around in here for like items and chests.
Scrap meat. Then continue northeast to another group of buildings to find a chest of grilled fish recipe.
Up so many places, I can't remember what that is in here. It's
Can't be
probably in the
inside.
back.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
No?
Let's see. It's definitely along the wall.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, look, okay. Yeah, that's right. That, yeah.
There's no point in reading it unless you plan on making it.
Oh, and then keep riverbed nearby. I should have read that. With this cleared out, return to the garrison and head through the narrow passage to the southwest. Narrow passage southwest. the building.
You look happy.
Do I? I guess I am. Getting thanked for everything by someone I actually know? It made it really hit home that we made a difference.
That guy's a strange one, though.
Doc? I don't think he's that odd.
He is, though. He thanked me, a Renan, for helping, despite everything my people have put him through over the years.
Let my people go.
He's free now. He doesn't have to act nice around my kind.
He's not acting. He means it. And like he said before, he was thanking you as an individual, Shion, not just some Renan.
That's what makes it so strange.
Would you have preferred he yelled and threw rocks at you?
I'm not saying that. It's just hard for me to understand him. We've reached our destination.
Alright, so it's southeast. Southwest. Cleared out, return to the narrow passage to the southwest, and then continue past the entrance to the Cave of Solitude. Okay, previously guarded by the area. Fine. Okay, so it's likely in that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't get me. Ah! Dodging.
Don't say that. They'll come get you next.
Ah! You can't get me. Oh shit! It's right in there.
Yep. Now you gotta find
Leave it alone.
No choice. You're mine. Slash. You're finished. Swallow blade.
Reload.
Well, that was easy.
This could be useful.
Mm-hmm. It's in there.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Check. Just walk around.
That's the bookshelf. One of the bookshelves. I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Where's the shiny dot, man?
Think this is it?
How would I know?
It matches the description we were given, at least. No use standing around here hemming and hawing. Let's take it back and see.
I hope you're right. There's no way I'm coming all the way back here.
Just to be safe, I think before we head back to Ulzebek, we should maybe have Doc double-check this is the right stuff.
All right, but let's make it quick.
Now return to Doc to confirm it.
You just gotta walk back over there.
Oh, are you serious?
It's not that far.
Still. Allow me to quick travel, and you don't allow me to quick travel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Run away! Oh, I got it.
Out of our way. Come on! I'll blow you to smithereens!
Swallow blade!
Magna Ray!
Take this! Swallow blade! Slash!
Searing flame! Reload!
Mirage!
Magna Ray!
Slash! Swallow blade! This one's all mine! Here I come! Slash! That's what I like to hear.
I need something to eat.
It's like, no, you don't.
Did you find anything useful?
We think this might work, but we wanted you to take a look at it first.
Let's see. Ah, this stuff. Yes, this'll work. I'd hurry over and give it to the girl right away.
Right. Then we'll do that now.
Say, Iron Mask. No, sorry. It's Alphen now, right? Are you and that young woman planning to stick together moving forward?
Yeah, I think so.
I see. You know, I think things just might be starting to change.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure of that myself, but I feel like after being stalled for a long time, the gears of progress are finally starting to turn again. I imagine people are going to have things to say about the two of you, but you simply keep doing what you feel is right. If you ever get tired and need to rest, feel free to come back here. Until then, take care of yourself.
Thanks, Doc.
You're not gonna make me run all the way fucking back there. You are.
Yeah, it is.
Come on, that's just lame.
It's not like you gotta go that far.
Still, I'm about to finish up. I'm gonna go to this last cutscene.
Okay, off we go.
At least you can run away from all the enemies now.
Can't fast travel. No, you can't fast travel.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying at times. I know. Don't worry.
Your fucking mind. Okay. We'll finish this cutscene.
Is this what you asked for?
And we'll save it.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. I had a feeling you'd come through for us. With this, the little one should be right as rain in no time.
I can't believe it. Not often we get visitors from Cyslodia around here.
Cyslodia?
Calaglia's neighbor. One of the 5 realms. What with that wall in the way, I guess it's not surprising. But I've never actually met someone from the outside world before.
Up till now, the only time the gates ever opened was to let Renan convoy units in and out.
No one ever thought to stow away and hitch a ride out?
This place might be a living hell, but when next door is a living hell too, you start thinking it doesn't matter much one way or the other.
So you're Rinwell, and you're with the Cyslodian resistance known as the Silver Swords. Your organization sent a group of you to establish contact, but you're the only one who made it through. That sound about right?
Lately, our people's oppression has become more and more severe. When we heard rumors that you had staged a successful rebellion in Calaglia, we hoped that maybe you could help us.
News sure gets around quickly, huh?
If you ask me, it's awfully convenient she just happened to show up now. Certainly raises a lot of red flags.
Please, I swear it's true! My people are dying! I risked my life trying to get here so I could find help.
It's okay. You did well. We'll take it from here.
Hold on, Zephyr. You're not really thinking...
We'll join her. Alphen, start getting ready. I let you use the blazing sword, and we worked together to overthrow the lords. That was the deal, remember?
Wait, is that a Renan? What is this?
Take it easy. It's complicated, but she's on our side. She helped to find some medicine for you.
She did? But no, she's a... I can't believe it.
The Renans from other realms could attack at any time.
That's for you all to worry about. I've got bigger fish to fry.
That sword of Alphen's is our best weapon. We can't just go lending him to other lands.
Even if you keep him here, the blade's as good as useless without me on board.
And what makes you think I can't persuade you, Bright Eyes?
What makes you think you can? Last I checked, you couldn't even touch me.
Enough.
You got a point there.
Alphen, what do you want to do?
Backed off quick, didn't he?
I know all too well the hardships the slaves of this realm had to endure. That's why I took up the sword. To help them. If Danans are being oppressed in other realms, then I have to help them too.
Nath has a point. We can't discount the possibility of further attacks, but now our struggle has grown. It's become much larger than just liberating the people of Calaglia.
We can't be in two places at once, Zephyr.
True, which means we're limited in our options. We play this the same way we did with Balseph.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You and me both, but it's too late for regrets.
Geez, really? You don't say.
So, you're really going, huh? Just the four of you?
Afraid so. Look after the place while we're away.
Always the smooth talker. We'll do what we can to hold down the fort.
We've got the Renans to keep us busy.
Good luck. Just remember...
Yeah, don't go killing anyone without good reason, I get it. I'm not about to repeat what they did.
Let's move, people.
Zephyr has joined the party. All right.
Good place to stop too, because you get to go to a new area.
Boop, 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 boop. Alright, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am done for the night. I will be back Monday for more Rise. DJ, appreciate you joining in. Kira, SJ, Cyber, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I will see you guys then. Peace.
Bye, guys.